fucking tremendous.
It's of the gods.
It's tremendous.
Bro.
He has a Hector Lombard sprawl. You know how Hector Lombard slams a motherfucker down when he sprawls on you. Hector Lombard has that. Are we live? We're live right now. Hector Lombard has the scariest sprawl I've ever seen. Yeah. Like when he snapped down Tim Bosch, it was like, bitch! It wasn't just
He's
a
making
sprawl.
you pay.
Yeah.
He's making you pay for
You know who else
thinking about taking
Fedor
down.
had a crazy sprawl, actually.
He did, but he was ready to crack as soon as he got up. Fedor was more wild in the transitions with like wild punches and judo throws and shit. Fedor was always wild in the transitions. But I'm telling you, Tim Bosch and Anthony Rumble Johnson are two of the scariest fucking sprawls I've ever seen. Just stop the presses. Like, none of this is going on.
Who is he fighting next?
I don't know.
I'd like to see him.
Nogueira.
Little
Rogerio, Little Nog.
Give him
damn,
I want to see him fight Glover.
No. Let me tell you something. Little Nog is a very good boxer. Yeah. In fact, he fought for the Brazilian national team. He medaled. He medaled for the Brazilian national team. He's a bad motherfucker with his striking. That shut Rashad Evans down. Like, if you watch that Rashad Evans fight, it wasn't the best fight for Rashad. He was a little off in that fight. Yeah. But one of the reasons why he was a little off is because Nogueira tagged him a couple times in that first round with clean shots. He's a clean boxer. It's real crisp technique. Nothing flashy, but he knows what the fuck he's doing, and he'll light you up. Right. You zig when you should have zagged, he'll crack you.
Him and his brother.
Fuck yeah. Shit happens.
Awkward
pause. Someone's got a little personal experience to share.
Someone ought to sit this kid down.
He's better than his brother. He's better than his brother as a boxer. Yeah. He's better than his brother as a boxer. And he also submitted Dan Henderson. They both submitted him. Both brothers. Isn't that crazy? Little Nog and Big Nog both got him with an armbar.
Who is so he's better? You think Little Nog is actually better than his brother?
No, I think he's got better boxing, but his brother was definitely more successful as an MMA fighter. But it's only slightly better. Like when you talk about like better, look, if Little Nog and his brother boxed, either one of them could knock each other out. It doesn't always play out that way. Right. Like Brendan and I were talking about this before the podcast about no one catches a lucky rear naked choke.
Never.
You know, if two black belts are going at it, the guy who taps the guy is the better guy.
Right.
But if two guys are slugging it out in the gym, you fucking shit can happen, man. I've seen guys who are really good get lit up by a guy who's not that good in the gym and just get cracked with a shot. You run into a hard jab, something that takes your legs out.
But there are lucky shots in jiu-jitsu. Why I love jiu-jitsu is I wasn't like, oh damn, I accidentally caught him in an ankle lock. You know what I'm saying? There's none of that.
Ever.
No.
I accidentally got a rolling heel hook.
Yeah. You actually got to know what you're doing. You're not going to get lucky, you know? You can throw any fat dude can throw a big right hand that hits you in the right spot.
What is the one jiu-jitsu move that it has had the highest rate of success?
Let's let everybody know round 1 of the John Lineker fight is right about to take place. If you're listening to this podcast, you never heard this. There's no philosophizing. What we're doing is we're watching fights. And as the fights are taking place, we're talking shit. Joey motherfucking Diaz is here. Holla at your boy.
Joe Diaz.
What's happening?
Brendan Schaub
just sitting here
and Bryan
watching.
Callen.
Learning.
And the fight started. You could probably, it says 4:43 right there. When I said that, that's what it says as far as the time if you want to sync up, because there's a bit of a difference between the fights and the live broadcast that we're doing. There's like a 15-second delay, something like that.
And look for me to make a lot of comments in this Fight Companion, guys, and
then
get shut down.
John Lineker, that dude with the red shorts, he's a fucking beast. He's one of the hardest-hitting flyweights in the world. The guy cracks, but can't make the weight. Keeps fucking up and missing his weight.
Did he miss weight this time?
Missed his weight cut twice. He would have already had a shot at the title. Oof. Look at how he hits. This motherfucker with a heart shot. He left hooks him to the upper rib cage.
Hard shot.
Takes away his heart.
The worst.
Dude, those are ruthless. Lineker can fucking... Shot. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of dudes that are in this weight class crack. He's totally different than all of them. If every 125 was like Lineker, this would be a hugely exciting division. This motherfucker puts guys to sleep. He hits hard. He's got like weird power. Like when he hits you, you see dudes like go like, whoa, nobody ever hit me like that before.
My bad at 135.
125.
125, my bad.
Yeah, he's a flyweight, man. So he was supposed to be fighting DJ. That? Well, that's why he has a hard time making 125, obviously. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, shit. Nice takedown. Good strength.
Lineker's from AT&T, right?
Brazil. Yeah, AT&T. Pretty sure, right? Yeah, he's got AT&T.
Oh, I thought he was about to set up a...
He's doing a good job getting over that leg, that left leg. Oh, look, he's out. He's out. Oh, he let that dude get on top of him. You know what? That's what sucks about the cage, right? You can't skip your hips back.
Yeah, there's no shrimping against the cage.
You're just stuck right there.
I think the cage benefits wrestlers a lot more with their heavy hips, their ground and pound. It's definitely an advantage for a wrestler.
Is there a jiu-jitsu move that has had the highest percentage of success in the UFC?
Rear naked choke.
Yeah, probably a choke. Maybe a guillotine. You think a guillotine?
I think the most would be a rear naked.
Well, let's see.
And then guillotine.
They've got to have it.
I'm sure there's a stat somewhere, right? Okay, what submission?
Oh, and then Anaconda. Wait, hold up. There's only been one in the heavyweight division.
Wait a minute. Brendan.
My bad.
Brendan.
Come on, stop.
You silly goose.
Come on, stop.
You silly goose.
Well, other guys have hit anacondas, haven't they?
Not in the UFC.
Didn't
Not in the heavyweight division.
Did Phil Davis, did he get a Darce on Gustafson?
No, that was Anaconda. That's light heavyweight, though, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. You said heavyweight. Sorry. I thought you said in the UFC.
Oh.
But he did get a. That was
there's been a bunch of anacondas. I just meant in the heavyweight division.
It's the dopest name, right?
Yeah,
Anaconda choke.
Yeah.
What's a doper name than an anaconda killing somebody? Everybody wants to be an anaconda when you're doing jiu-jitsu.
Anaconda.
This is the fucking.
Oof. Ooh, we caught.
Whoa. This is the kangaroo choke. What? Ew. Get that away from me. Ew. But I want an anaconda, motherfuckers. Catch a dude with an anaconda.
I actually don't remember the last time I saw, besides not with a kick, but with a punch, somebody take somebody out with a liver shot.
Oh, it happens all the time.
With hands? With hands?
Well, it happens with all kinds of things.
With kicks, yes, but not. I don't know about hands. I see a lot in boxing, but not.
It definitely happens.
That's when you know a guy's a high-level striker if he's going to the body.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially in a high-level fight. If it's a high-pressure fight and he's going to the body, he's a really
hard
good
to set up, right?
You've seen Fabio Maldonado fight, right? You know, he's not at the level of the top guys, and he got chewed up by Miocic. He just should not be. We called that one.
Right.
Just should not have been fighting heavyweight.
He's just smaller.
And Miocic is a
They
beast.
shouldn't even sanction that fight.
I agree with you 100%. It was a Brazilian sanctioning fight. I don't think they probably would have accepted it in Vegas.
No.
Miocic just had way too much for him. Too much power, too much technique. Stipe looked fucking fantastic, though. He looked really crisp in that fight. Looked really good. Yeah,
he looked great. I'll friggin' drive down Chipotle and knock them fools out if you want to hype it
up. How dare you?
I'm just saying, man, it's a mismatch.
Yes, it wasn't
big time.
And not only that,
he was a lot bigger too. It looked like.
Yeah, he was way bigger. Well, Maldonado was supposed to be on another fight.
Maldonado should probably be fighting at 70. Let's be honest.
Oh shit! No, you didn't.
No, for real. He could make 70.
Yeah. He's got some extra weight.
He definitely has a few pounds.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Around. He's a beast of a fighter. Some of the best boxing, if not the best boxing at.
Yeah, well, he's the best. He's
now.
Like one of the best at just eating shots and still coming forward. Like his fight with Glover.
Glover, that was tough to watch.
Yeah, man. But what about when he clipped Glover with that left hand? I was
kind of dope.
Oh shit, what's going on here? That was pretty crazy. All right,
I always wanted to see Glover versus DC.
That would have been a great fight. Very interesting fight. DC against anybody is very interesting. Rear naked choke's number 1.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, rear naked choke is numero uno. Number 2, I'm going to say guillotine.
For sure, guillotine.
You think so? Maybe armbar, right?
Nope, guillotine.
Guillotine. Let's see. Yeah, because with wrestlers, a lot of times people shoot in. Yep, guillotine, number 2. Number 2 is guillotine.
But you can kind of crank on someone's neck and choke them out, even if you're not,
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like try pulling off a Darce if you don't know what you're doing. Try pulling off a Peruvian necktie.
Yeah, good luck.
If you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, but you're right. If you get someone's head in there, you kind of headlock
certain
them to
angle.
death.
So, for example, Chael Sonnen. Chael's not known for his jiu-jitsu.
No.
Chael Sonnen versus Shogun when he got him that guillotine. It was just kind of, and he was arching back and like straight. He was straight on.
But a lot of guys are arching back now. A lot of guys are arching back if they have a different angle. You know, it used to be like with that arm-in guillotine that everybody would have to always say that you have to smother it. But Eddie Bravo now says that there's also a way to do it if you're like sideways, where you're arching back. You can arch back sideways. He's like, from certain angles, it's okay to arch back. It's like that's the complexity of jiu-jitsu. Just little tiny adjustments. Like we were talking before the podcast about Amal Easton taught me a variation on the guillotine that was really good for the defense, which is to go over the top of the back. But also there's just little variation in the way you hold it made the bone of the arm dig into the neck. And just that one little thing was like, fuck. Yeah. But when you're looking at it, it almost looks the same. Like when someone shows it to you, they're just showing you one little tiny tweak, but that tiny tweak has a huge impact.
With wrestling, it's interesting because when the wall was up with the Soviet Union and East Germany, when they would meet, they had their own technique, and the West had their own techniques, and they would watch tape on each other, but they couldn't figure out really what they were doing, right? Because it was so subtle. When the wall came down in the East, all those Eastern Europeans started coming over to the United States and wrestling with those guys. Wrestling changed dramatically, like in 10 years, because everybody's starting to share their secrets because they couldn't figure it out just watching tape. It wasn't like you watch boxing. It was so subtle. The little differences, like you're talking about, on like how one guy would shoot a double leg or where he was holding on the knee and stuff like that made a huge difference.
I'll tell you who didn't give a shit about technique. You could show him whatever you wanted, whatever he did worked. Shane Carwin, you got a hole in your neck. He was like, "How's that feel?" I'm like, "You're literally about to break my neck off. You're gonna snap my neck off."
He's way too big.
He's just too big of a human being.
I was at a mall's place and he walked in and he had a rash guard on, like the skin tight rash guard, short sleeve rash guard. No fight scheduled, so he's eating whatever the fuck he wants, including Mexican supplements, right? So he walks into the gym and he didn't even look like a human. He looked like Shrek, like if Shrek was a real person. Like he was so much bigger than everybody there. Like this is ridiculous,
bro. Training partner for basically my entire career since I moved out here.
Lord,
no one would work with us. It was just me and Shane. Shane took me under his wing.
Lord.
And paid for my private training, but in exchange, I was the only one who would spar with him.
Oh
my
God!
One day, and I'm not gonna go put his personal business out there, but one day he was going through some rough times at home. Shane-O is stressed out, and he's 300 pounds, and work's kicking his ass, and he's very, very stressed out, and he's having girl problems. So I show up to spar, and this motherfucker is there super early, like he's on the couch. He's on the couch, right? I'm like, "What the hell are you doing, dog?" He's like, "Oh, it was rough." Shane has that deep voice. "It was rough last night. Slept at the gym. I'm good, though." Literally almost in tears. So I'm like, whatever, man. We spar, and I catch him with a decent right hand. He has headgear on, 300-pound shaved silverback gorilla. I hit him with a good right hand, and he goes, "Fuck!" Rips his headgear off, shakes the cage. Tears are in his eyes. He's just dealing with other stuff. He's not doing well. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
it's me.
No.
It's me, him, and our coach Trevor Whitman was there.
Did
and
you
Trevor
think
goes
about throwing Trevor at him like
Trevor,
you would, like a wounded antelope at a crocodile?
Bro, Trevor goes, "Shane, take a minute." And he goes, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And I'm like,
"Oh no,
fuck Shane. What about me, man?
I'm your friend.
I'm fucking terrified in this bitch." I got Shane Carwin freaking out, crying over me.
God, that's terrifying.
Dude, he knocked out.
I would have faked the tummy ache.
He knocked out Gonzaga with a 6-inch punch.
Ugh.
It was like this far. It traveled this far.
There's no one like. I'm
it
telling
was
you,
just like this.
Yeah, but when you're sparring with him, the headgear's not doing shit really against those giant mitts. So
that's why my footwork got good because there's no what. You get hit by Shane Carwin's his fist.
Yeah. I mean,
everything on him is just thick.
Your heart is beating. Your heart is beating everything. Your heart's beating all the time. Like you're not looking forward to sparring. It sucks, right?
I was terrified.
Yeah,
I would sit in my car before, and she'd be like, "God damn, I don't want to do this." And then Shane would text me, "Where you at, bro?" I just parked, coming.
Talking to myself.
When he comes around, I stop talking. He leaves. I start talking again. It was like Debo, dog. He just punked me.
That guy, he hit so hard. He was so big, too.
Oh, man.
The first round against Brock Lesnar, man, that was the game changer. First round.
When he did that thing where he picked me up and squeezed me, and I started tapping, and I heard him whisper, "I'm only at 40%, bro." My arm, he hit a nerve or something for like a month later. My arm would get these weird numb spells.
Dude, like, when Shane would drink, he's one of those guys who would hit you. I hate being hit. You're 300 pounds. We're in downtown Denver. For sure, don't hit me in front of people. My body would be tore up, man.
Hey, he's all busted up from football, huh?
Yeah, his back,
football
and his
wrestling.
neck was bothering. I mean, yeah. He was a middle linebacker at Western. Got to try out with the Philadelphia Eagles, and then he wrestled. High caliber wrestler, man.
Yeah.
College, high school, everything.
Yeah, your body just can only take so much. Those soft tissue areas, the breakdown areas inside the.
I tell you what, man, I miss that guy. Ooh, do I miss him? Best training partner I've ever had.
Good dude too. Just
one
a
of the
great
best
guy to be around.
He was one of the guys when I couldn't afford to work with Trevor Whitman, who was like this crazy, right? Had world champions. Shane sought him out and was like, "Hey, come with me." I'm like, bro, what do you want me to give him? A fucking back rub for mitts? Or I got nothing, right? I didn't have much money. And Shane talked with him, and then the next day he was like, "Hey, you're coming with me." Shane didn't have a ton of money either. He just put it all on his credit card, paid for mine and his private. So me and Shane work out at the same time.
Wow,
that's pretty cool.
That's very cool of him. What is it like working with Whitman? You like Whitman?
Yeah. Whitman's biggest thing, man, is he's a super positive guy and he's creative, you know, and yeah, I mean, listen, what he did with Shane and with me was pretty cool. He had 2 straight flat canvases. Me and Shane were like rock'em sock'em robots, which is why I stutter now. Is every round, it would give us the 30-second marker. No matter what we're doing, on the ground, wrestling, whatever, we'd both get up, go to the center of the octagon, hit gloves, and sit there and punch each other in the face. I wish Trevor had been like, "Hey, Brendan, listen, that's great, but I'm gonna do you a solid. Don't do that anymore, man."
Right.
Yeah.
Because you played football for your whole life, and then you sparred with Shane Carman for 8 years. You definitely have some brain trauma.
I'll tell you what, though, literally best training partner in the world.
Speaking of brain trauma, look at this fucking fight.
These guys are
we're missing a crazy fight. Lineker's going off, man. Jesus Christ.
Both guys are landing. Oh.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, but Lineker is like, it's just a difference when he hits you. It just sucks.
This is why the injuries. I talked to Joe Daddy. I worked with him.
You got a good body shot in there.
Joe Daddy, I said, "Do you have any injuries?" He goes, "Yeah, I got a cracked pelvis. Broke my pelvis. Broke 3 bones in my neck." I was like, Jesus.
Broke my pelvis.
Yeah. I said, "How'd you do that?" He goes, "I don't know. In a fight, I think I got kicked." "Oh, you don't know?" "Oh, okay."
Broke by Bob Sapp? This fight's
hip.
ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah, this fight's incredible.
You know what's incredible? I'm looking. Atlantic City starts about 3 rows out. Check out the people 3 rows and beyond. Look at that fat dude with the hat and the orange shirt.
Atlantic City starts 3 rows out.
You guys have no fucking idea what Atlantic City is.
I've never been.
Yeah. Hell.
First 3.
I've been
They
there.
bust white trash in from all fucking ports. It's $15 to get on the bus and to go to Atlantic City. Here's the clinker. They give you $10 in quarters when you get to Atlantic City. So they basically give you $10 back. Then they give you a book of coupons for another $50 to eat to try to keep you there all day. So if you go, let's say, at the 8 o'clock in the morning bus, you can't leave till 5. Whether you're broke, whether you ate all your coupons, you cannot go back on the fucking bus. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm telling you.
Right.
Sounds
I'm telling you the rules.
So they have a scam.
Every fucking hour on the hour from all points in New Jersey and New York, buses go down to Atlantic City. Right now, half those people sitting there have already lost their money, and they're just killing time to the midnight bus, and somebody from the UFC just happened to give them nice tickets. They're sitting there. They don't even know what the fuck. They're just sitting there thinking about the bookmaker, who's going to win the Yankee game, because that's how they're going to bounce back on Sunday, and they could go down the shore, and look at them. They're mummified. Look at that black guy. He looks like a fucking old Anderson Silva right there with a hand on his face. That's Atlantic City for you. Where's fucking Dana in his room with 8 bodyguards?
Ooh, good body shot.
Where's Dana White? He ain't nobody to be found yet. They haven't showed him or the Fertitta brothers. Fuck them. They're in their rooms hiding. This is Atlantic City. They ain't coming down.
Satellite feed.
They're hiding shit.
Yeah, Dana comes out like in the main like Fox Sports fights. He comes out for that. Like towards the end, like when we have that thing where we sit down and we start breaking down the fights in the main card.
Oh man,
that's
he's
when he
getting
comes
tagged,
out.
man.
Oh, Lineker.
These guys are getting
cracked,
tagged.
Osklich can take it though, man. He's eating some hard shots.
He's standing his ground, man.
These guys are sweating, huh, Brian?
Lineker's
They
a beast.
They sure are, Brennan.
Fucking Dana White comes in like De Niro and Goodfellas, shaking hands.
He
At the end, don't he?
He does.
Towards the end, shaking hands, pointing at people. Where's his? Pointing at people. What's happening? What's happening? How are you?
What? When has
Vote
there ever
this-
been a $1 billion organization with a president like that?
I know he's amazing.
He's a character in a movie. He doesn't even exist in a movie.
Yep.
Look at his Twitter feed. He goes back and forth with idiots
Talking
all
shit
day.
with
Talking
fans.
shit with idiots. Idiots talk shit to him. He talks shit right back to him. Makes fun of their pictures and shit. It's fucking funny. It's fucking funny, man. People get angry. He's like, I'm having a good time.
I know.
It's different for sure.
I was standing there with Tim Tebow. And
works.
he walks by. He goes, Tim Tebow, thanks for coming out. And he just keeps walking by, just shouts at him.
It
Tim's
works.
like, oh.
It works. You know? Oh, dude.
Oh, great body shot.
Lineker
how
rips
are they
the
taking
body,
this?
man, because the kid is tough as shit. Oskalic is no joke, man.
Good God.
But he is eating some bombs, and Lineker is just coming at him, man.
I like this guy.
Oh, shit.
I'm just
Mix up them kicks,
I don't
son.
understand how some guys can take these
No
shots.
kicks, huh?
I don't
Well, he
understand.
was kicking earlier. He landed some really good leg kicks. But,
Lineker's
like, he's
got
just
this
turned
fight,
it
man.
into... How often is it slippery in there? Because people say that the canvases vary.
I've never really had an issue with the canvas. The only time I've had an issue is when one of the monsters I was fighting, when the logos get wet, they get slippery. That's the only part you
Oh,
gotta
shit.
watch.
Oh, Lineker cracked him. Oh, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, there's
Damn.
only so much.
Power into the third round. Okay, dominating a
Shit.
fight for 3 rounds. Actually, I don't know if he was dominating in the second because we were talking shit.
He's
But
doing
dominating a fight in the third round for sure, and still KOs him.
That's
There's
a
11
flyweight.
seconds
Eleven
That's a
seconds to
flyweight.
go. He's a beast,
Crazy.
dude. I'm telling you, he KOs everybody. He's a beast.
God.
Damn, he
And I
just has
would-
a weight problem.
He's got a weight problem. Well, he needs to hire like a
Dolce,
Dolce.
get on it.
Yeah.
And let's say you can't afford Dolce. Let's say Dolce who's gone straight Hollywood. You can't afford him. Who do you go with in MMA?
It's a very good question. There's a void to be filled. Oh, nice left hook. Look at that stumble.
Boom.
Oh, dude. Dude.
Ouch.
Lineker's a
ouch.
beast,
That's a
man.
good fucking angle for me to get into. Nutrition for MMA fighters.
That's it. Joey
Joey
Diaz.
Diaz.
nutrition
Uncle
for
Joey's
MMA
here.
fighters.
Let's do it, dog.
Don't worry about nothing. I'm gonna drive you somewhere nice. Just come on, let's go.
God damn.
Joey.
This Lineker can
Look at
fucking
that.
bang.
Oh.
Good technique,
God, is he
too.
a good
You know, he
puncher.
throws wide shots, but he's got a lot of weight behind him
Super wide.
in that situation. He's a beast, man. You don't want to get
Super
cracked by
beast.
that guy. But you know what? I think DJ's too fast.
DJ's too fast, too smart, and too
He's
good
not
at
going to
wrestling.
stand in front of you
Nope.
like that.
Nope.
It's going to be a totally different. But it'll be interesting to see if Lineker can adapt.
If you think about the champs in every division, they're the guy with the best defense.
a lot.
If you think
yeah.
about it, most of them, name all the champs, most of them have the very best defense in the division.
Does Kane have really good defense?
When's the last
Yeah.
time you saw Kane really get caught? You
Just
know?
to the junior fight.
The
and-
junior fight, that could happen to anyone.
Right, and then those fights. What he got dropped by Czech Congo, but
he
Czech
had, like-
Congo hit him perfect.
And he had like 6 fights.
Yeah.
But think about it now, like Junior Dos Santos, really, we're not hearing a peep out of striking against Kane.
Yeah, it's true.
Bigfoot, nothing. You know.
You know what's
Brock,
crazy too about
nothing.
the Kane thing? He got dropped by
Czech Congo.
Czech Congo, and just immediately shoots in and gets the double.
It's
Like-
because that's what's natural to him.
Yeah,
and that's
immediately.
gotten me in trouble. Like Frank Mir and I were talking about this. When Frank Mir fought Nogueira, he got blasted with the right hand. Blasted, right? He's on a queer street shaking, and his kind of plan B, just his body automatically does it, is shoots in, and that's when he shot in and then broke his arm. Remember that in the Kimura?
Yeah.
Where Nogueira could have finished him.
I thought Nogueira went to finish him because Nogueira wanted to make a point because Frank was saying something about Nogueira's jiu-jitsu. So he's not worried about Nogueira's
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu.
yep.
That Nogueira's jiu-jitsu is kind of basic.
And he went for that guillotine.
Yeah, see, what I had heard was that he wanted to submit Frank Mir because of their first fight, like to sort of prove a point.
Which is great, but you would have had an extra, whatever, $225K in the bank if you just kept punching him like
Yeah,
this. It was
yeah.
literally over.
Right.
And me and Frank were talking about in the back, and I was like, that right hand, man. I go in the locker room with that fucking right hand. He goes, bro, I got caught the exact same way you did. He goes, but your natural instinct was sit there and swing. My body just took over, and I fucking went in, man.
Meanwhile, that was like the most devastating turnaround and then
Insane.
counter, that
Are you kidding me?
submission.
Frank Mir, Nogueira?
He broke his arm in half at the top. Like you could see it
Said
go
what?
limp.
Oh, and yeah, Brazilian cats aren't, especially Nogueira.
He's not
as much
tapping.
pride-
Not tapping.
Frank Mir, I think, greatest heavyweight submission artist of all time.
It's hard to argue. He's definitely the best bone breaker.
When,
How long does it take to actually come back from an injury like that?
Depends if you ever come back from it. I mean, Tim Sylvia
Never the
arguably
same.
was never the same. Tim Sylvia arguably was never the same. I mean, he was always a big right-hand puncher, but he had a real good left too, and he had real problems with that arm. Like he thanked Herb Dean for saving his career by stopping that fight because he was trying to keep going. He was
Right.
trying to keep swinging because he's a champ,
Yeah.
But who knows? Only he knows. Only he knows how that affected his arm. Only Nogueira knows how that arm affected him. But it affected him for a long time. He had to postpone a fight because his recovery was not going as quickly as he thought it
Yeah,
was.
there's a lot of guys who are in trouble.
That's so
with
crazy, man.
The loudest I've ever cheered is when, for someone who's not a friend or a teammate, is for Frank Mir when he fought Brock Lesnar I wanted to beat Brock so bad because I didn't want Brock to come from WWE playing grab ass, making all this money, and just stroll over and just destroy catch, which is what he was basically.
You were cheering
doing.
for him when he got him in that ankle lock?
Oh, yeah. What? And he got beat by jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
My favorite fight of all time.
But it was one of the worst taps ever because the referee was just not on it, man. He just didn't get on it quick enough. Fucking Mazzagatti.
If you're a heavyweight and see Mazzagatti, yeah, for sure. But you're like, damn, son,
he's a good dude.
I have my
but
head on a swivel.
Jump on that.
There
Jump on
are
that.
mental lapses that you can't have, and when you got a guy like Frank Mir yanking on your fucking knee bone,
Frank Mir gets a hold of something. You better watch your P's
tap.
and Q's.
He's gonna break
it. Depends who you are. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that'll just take out that'll destroy your.
Dude, he
entire
broke
knee.
Tim Sylvia's arm in a weird way. Like he had the elbow, like he was real low down on the armbar.
Bro, Frank Mir frustrates me. One of my we talked about it, one of my favorite guys. Bro, if I'm Frank Mir and I got those nasty leg locks and all this shit, and I'm fighting Daniel Cormier, Josh Barnett, whoever, even though Josh is a beast on the ground, I'm jumping to half guard, son.
Right.
I'm going for your fucking legs. Because most guys aren't, no matter, listen, if you're fighting Frank Mir and you're not a leg lock specialist and you're like, oh, I got 3 months to get ready for it, dude, just do what you do. Forget about the fucking leg locks. Because if you get a hold of them, you're in trouble. You're in 3
But
months.
don't you want to know
cover
basic
for sure, basic.
Defense?
You don't think everyone he trains with knows basic? But if you're Frank Mir's training partner, you're like, yeah, I know some shit on the ground with my legs because I train with Frank.
Right.
And he's adapting that and catching them.
Right.
So then you go into the fight and you get caught in this complex ankle lock and you're defending with the first basic defense because you're not very versed on him.
But isn't that assuming that you're really deeply caught, though? I mean, there's a lot of the defenses catching it before it ever gets bad.
For sure. I mean, if
You
Frank
gotta
Mir
know-
gets caught, I mean, if he catches it,
Right.
it's a good attempt.
Right, but you should know, like, basic defense. Like, you got to.
You should have known that shit before you took the
That's
fight,
true,
son.
but if you got 3 weeks, you can improve your basic defense quite a bit.
Oh, there's Trevor
There
Woodman
he is
right
right
there.
there.
Kapow,
He is
kapow,
right there.
kapow.
So what you're telling me
Working
is,
some movement
okay,
on a
so
motherfucker.
you're fighting Ronda in 2 months. I know from being a moron that if she touches my fucking wrist,
You got to know what she's
Right,
doing.
you gotta know what
definitely
she's
got to
doing.
know what she's doing, so you can maybe help. Like, look at Misha Tate. Misha Tate held it off till the 3rd round. You know, the only reason why she held it off because she knew what was going on. And Misha is
Misha
a good submission
hired.
artist herself.
Misha hired a teammate of Ronda's who did judo and is known for arm bars. Ronda was very hurt by that. Yeah, hired someone who was on the team with Ronda, or they were in the same circle, brought her in, and she was like, yeah, if you pay me, I'll help you out. His is how you defend Ronda's arm bar.
Wow,
You
dude.
want way to piss off, way to freaking poke the bear. Ronda was like, what? I'm going to fuck your arm up
Way to
now.
poke the bear.
Yeah, that is
Enjoy that.
That is the last bitch you want in your weight class.
What?
When she hit Alexis Davis with that right hand, knee to the body, and then hip toss, full weight on her, boom, lands into side mount, bang, 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 bang.
I love it. That's how you know the rest of the bitches. They're like, who else wants some? No, you good.
16
We good.
seconds, no one wanted. Well, Kat Zingano said she wants to fight her, but
Yeah, like 2 weeks later. No, I'll fight her. No, I have this fight though. We'll figure it out. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, heavyweights. Sonya gets knocked out. You look on Twitter. The number fucking 45th ranked guy in the world's calling Kane out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Girls,
right.
they're like, no, we're cool. You got this, girl. You got this. They're at the fucking movie premiere, right? They buy all their tickets.
what's scary about her is she's getting better, and she's way better than everybody else. And she's getting better. Like, every time she fights, she's better. The fucking Sarah McMahon fight, boom, knee to the body, takes her out.
We've never seen that.
Just
from her,
crushed her with the knee to the body. This fight catches her with a right hand, and then perfectly placed the knee to the body, and then a hip toss about as good as you've ever seen in the UFC.
Almost broke that bitch's neck.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my God.
Ronda said, I guess, that she was out like when she was throwing her.
Yeah.
She could tell that she was limp.
Yep.
So she had probably gotten knocked out by either the punch
The
or
knee.
the knee to the body. Sometimes makes you just go limp. Because if I'm correct, I think she hit her with a left knee, which is like a left hook on that side of your body.
Right to the
Probably
liver.
a liver shot. So she probably brutalized
Shut things
her,
down.
shuts your whole system
look
down.
at that, look at that, look at all those pickpockets. Look at that. Look at all those Puerto Rican pickpockets. Look at that shit. Look at that fucking town. Are you fucking crazy, Atlantic City? The best fight in that fucking card is the one after the fucking UFC fight on the boardwalk. Get the fuck out of here, UFC.
Hey, what do you think about this possibility that Gina Carano might sign, or that Holly Holm is going to fight her next?
Holly Holm's not going to fight her next. Holly Holm said she wants a couple more fights before she takes on Ronda. And then Ronda has the Mike Tyson effect, man.
Yeah.
Who else wants some of Ronda, right? Who else
Yeah.
wants some of Debo? Everyone's like, nah, we're good. We're good.
So good.
We're just going to.
She's so
Because now
good.
bitches, because before bitches were like, what? I'll be the main event? Championship
Yeah.
fight? I'm going to have all these cameras? Not if you last 8 seconds, bitch. No one remembers you. You got to hang in there.
Yeah.
Like Liz Carmouche, we were out with her in Vegas.
Yeah.
All anyone came up and talked about was her fight with Ronda.
Yep.
Yeah.
You almost had her. That was cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, well, that's always what happens, too, when someone is like this super dominant person. Is like people are waiting to see them lose. They're waiting to see them get beat. That's the number one reason why people go to a Floyd Mayweather fight.
Just want to see him lose.
Yeah, if there was like a percentage, like how many people are here to see Floyd lose? It's probably like 40%.
Yeah.
At least.
We all- we're
every
all-
hater in the crowd
Right.
here, and they all have his team money Mayweather
People
shirts
are
on.
Fuck
hoping.
Mayweather. I saw him once.
I'm telling
I
you,
saw
after,
him once.
after that fucking last 16 minutes, you won't see Joe Silva for months. They got him with a briefcase in the neighborhoods. They got him in Africa. They got him in England.
What are you talking about? After what?
The Booker, after fucking Ronda beat the hell out of. They just took him on Monday's meeting. Joe Silva, you're going on a long fucking trip. You understand me? Long. You got to go find some fucking body to fight this chick. You understand me? You got to go somewhere deep in the jungle.
Somewhere deep.
Well, what's interesting about the Gina Carano thing is if the Gina Carano does fight, that she's going to fight her first.
That's how it should be. Because guess
Yeah.
what? Gina Carano has one fight to make her career relevant in acting again. So she gets one fight against Ronda. They publicize the shit out of it. Ronda likes Gina. She's a fan. So she's not gonna, she's not gonna rip her head off. If someone said, "Yo, girl," most of the girls out there said, "Hey, you gotta fight Ronda Rousey. Just let her armbar you. You get like a male. It's all good. She's not gonna hurt your face. She's gonna body slam you on your back, and then she's gonna break your arm. But you just gotta tap early. You're gonna get a nice mill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every chicken head's like, "Yo, hell yeah!"
Every chicken
Yeah,
head.
and walking out with their black belt around their neck.
But Gina's going to have a hard time making 35, isn't
No,
she?
no, she's gonna hire a professional. She was never known for her work ethic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I think she's gonna give it a legit go. She does fight Ronda.
She needs
and
a
it'd be
lot
the
of
biggest.
Her
time.
striking is pretty legit, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter what the fuck she does. I'm telling it's gonna last one round. Hopefully, it lasts longer than the last girl did at 16 seconds. So we at least get to see some of it. You know what I'm saying? But just get in shape and show up. Tap out, get your check, go have some fun.
You're just saying it's
call
gonna
Big
be-
Brown. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying-
No big deal. I'm a good time.
So you're giving her just the first round. You're saying that's how dominant.
Are you kidding me? No, it's not even a fight. Not even a
Really?
fight. No, they should be like
just be-
Brendan versus the guy who made his burrito. Come check it out. It's like it's not
You're
gonna
saying
last
so
long.
Gina
you know what I'm
Carano
saying?
because she's been out so long, or it's just a different level.
It's a different level. What are we talking about? That Alexis Davis is a beast.
Okay, let me say, what about this? What about Juice to the Tits Cyborg
Juice
when she
to
was
the
at her
tits,
best?
bro.
Choose to the tits.
I think
Cyborg when she was at her best.
that's a tough fight.
Yeah.
It's a tough fight.
Cyborg could hit really hard.
Cyborg making
Really hard.
Cyborg making 135 with strict testing, gonna get ate the fuck up.
Yeah.
Num 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 num.
That's 135 with strict testing is a little bit problematic. I'd like to go
Yes.
back in time to the Pride
When
days.
she was 175.
and she'd whoop my ass. What are we talking about?
When
There's a
she
picture-
beat Gina, she was
Oh
terrifying.
my god!
She was
There
terrifying.
was a
you kidding?
picture.
That
There was a picture of her from behind and her husband, Cyborg. And her back is roughly as wide as his.
It was.
Yeah,
She
it was.
slimmed
She's
down
a beast.
considerably. I've got a lot of respect for her, man. She
too,
fought
man.
Karina Dams.
Yep.
She fought that kickboxing Muay Thai chick who nobody wanted to fight for 3 years. And Cyborg fought her, I think, in like her 4th fight or something like that. And even though she doesn't look like physically the same when she was like super intimidating, like scary when she fought
She
Gina
looked like
Carano.
She looked like
Yeah.
Vanderlei with some cornrows.
Yes. She doesn't. She looks much more womanly now. But she's still a beast. She's still
She
fucking
lost that
dangerous
fight,
as
didn't
shit.
she?
Yeah, she did.
Super
But I'll
beast.
tell you what, man, she got cracked in the first round. She got front kicked in the face and dropped. She got up and she came after this chick, man. The chick was still going after her. I mean, it was a wild ass fight.
see that
And the
fight.
woman she fought is so legit. She hasn't been able to secure a fight in 3 fucking years. Wow, she's really good.
I would still
Wow.
rather watch Misha Tate fight. Even she can lose 6 in a row. Cool.
'Cause
I'll
she's
watch
hot?
him. Yeah, she's attractive.
Wow.
Jeez,
Ronda
Brendan.
Rousey, yep, sign me
Jeez,
up.
Brendan.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Gina
chauvinist.
Carano versus Ronda would be the biggest women's fight ever. Why?
Because they're both hot.
They're both-
Yeah,
but
what are we
yeah.
talking about? It's what we all want.
Well, that's
then
the whole
let
thing.
Turn the lights on, let them get sweaty. What are we talking about?
Listen, I am a hardcore fan, and I will watch Cyborg fight anybody.
Yeah.
Every time she's fighting, I'm watching.
Yeah.
I watch
I'm
her
not.
Invicta fights. I'm going to
Oh,
watch
really?
when she fights at 135. I think she's a badass fighter.
I think she. I
really
think
think
she's
she
a
is.
beast, man. 100%.
She is.
Yeah.
Legit.
I'm
Listen,
just
they
saying.
know right
I'm just
now.
saying. If you gave me my pick, I would pick these other girls.
I
Listen, we're
actually don't
goofing
agree
around.
with you on that. I like watching the most skilled fighter
We're
out there.
goofing around.
Yeah,
but
I know that.
The UFC knows they have a problem. We got to come up with somebody.
Well, I think if there's anybody that's got a chance, it might be Cyborg.
Well,
I
they got
really
to
do.
listen. They got to come up with the next 4 fucking girls. For
So
her.
if Cyborg
She
can
needs 4
comfortably
fucking girls.
make
At the
Same time,
135,
at the same time.
That's 2 years. It was funny because she'll take on the Italian chick
If I'm
and Gina Carano at
if
the
I'm
same fucking time.
If I'm Ronda's advisor, I'm saying you fight 2 more times and we're out.
Gas
What
for
are
all
we
of
gonna?
them.
We're gonna wait around till they find some monster working out in freaking Brazil.
well, there's
and
got to be
we
some
fly her up.
gold medalists right now that are sitting around, some judo people that are
Hmm.
sitting around right now that are seeing the money she's making and what she's been able to do.
for sure.
Yep.
There's got to be some wrestlers. They're all coming up. It's just about them putting together a career and getting to a position where they can actually challenge her and not just jumping right into the lion's mouth. Because
She may be gone by then.
She's gonna be out before that happens.
Yeah.
I think.
You think
what,
so?
what do I know though?
I don't think so, dude. I think she likes beating bitches' asses. I think she's gonna stick around.
No.
I think she's gonna stick around. She enjoys it, man. She's too good to stop.
I'm not saying stopping next week. I'm just
yeah,
saying
but I mean, even
maybe
a couple
3 or
of
4.
years, maybe.
2 more
You
fights
gotta
is
realize.
another year.
You gotta realize
Brendan.
exactly.
2 more fights is another fucking.
You gotta
year.
realize she's been doing judo since she's a kid. Her body's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
having
she's
some.
got a little bit of knee surgery she's about to do right now.
She did it yesterday.
Meniscus.
I think so. They cleaned it up, scoped the knee.
But listen, man, she's too good to stop. She's revolutionary good. She's redefining combat sports for women.
Even if she
good.
stopped right now, she's straight, man.
But she's still gonna get better, man.
And
She's
get
not even
paid. She's
done.
still gonna get paid,
Yeah, dude.
you know?
She's
It's a lot of money on the table.
She's so gigantic. I don't think she's gonna stop. I think you're crazy. I think the
I'm
UFC
not saying
would
she's
figure
gonna
out a
stop.
way.
I'm not saying she's gonna stop.
You think she should?
I think after 3 fights.
Wow.
Would you stick around and wait for what? Till they find a monster to beat you?
But is that what she's doing?
and then
or
she's
is she
stuttering. Then she's with her
defending
kids and she's stuttering.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I see
How
what
long are
you're
you gonna
saying.
wait?
I see
And
what
she
you're saying.
doesn't need any more money. Oh,
Right.
and her movie career is booming.
She's also
Right.
been
So what am I
pretty,
waiting
she's
for?
also been pretty vocal about the fact that she is going to retire sooner than later. I
Yes.
mean,
Has she
you know.
been?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least said so on my podcast. You know, she's been pretty.
You mean
upfront
our? You mean
about
our
it.
podcast?
No, even mine. The when I did it on the Brian Callen show.
I didn't even know.
Brian Callen Show.
On the
formerly
Brian
known
Callen
as
Show.
Man Thoughts.
Thoughts.
Motherfucker called his show
Jesus
Man
Christ.
Thoughts for a while. I had to talk to him.
Joe was like, just call it Brian Callen show.
Yeah, I shouldn't even name my show the Joe Rogan Experience, but I just did it because I'm a Jimi Hendrix fan. As you see the Jimi Hendrix
Joe Rogan
mugshot behind me, I just named it that just for, it was a goof.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had a
No doubt.
laptop with snowflakes.
Yep.
Joe Proctor,
Ooh.
Massachusetts boy. Those dudes like to fight.
Which one? Which
Joe
one is
Proctor.
Joe
The guy,
one's
with
Justin
black shorts.
Salas.
Ooh, throwing those
Throw
big
some
old.
bombs.
Quincy Mass in
Joe.
the house.
Joe, make sure you tweet for me. I'm gonna be at the
Nope,
West,
I'm not gonna
West,
do it.
West Palm
Nope, you,
Improv.
you don't do it for yourself.
Come on, bro.
Sometimes this
Friday,
motherfucker tells
Saturday.
me to tweet for him, and I check his page, and he hasn't tweeted.
I
it.
know.
And I was like, "Hey, dude, you can't do
He
that."
gets so mad at me. He's like, "Hey, asshole, you asked me to tweet for you,
And he hasn't even done it?
And it's in my drafts. Like I forget. I'm like, oh, it didn't go through.
So, like for instance, August 1st, I'm going to be at the Ace Theater in downtown LA with Joey and Duncan, and we've been tweeting that shit for weeks.
I've been tweeting. I've been doing
Okay,
Instagrams and
I've
tweeting.
been doing it.
You've been doing some of those Instagram videos, but you are awful on Twitter.
Hey, by the way, Joe, you never.
For reals, right? So bad. I was like, can you tweet this out, please? So he won't put any like at Brendan or
Right.
hashtag firing the kid what we use. He just puts Brendan's really funny in this one and then put a link. Everyone's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
I gotta learn how to do that. I'm really.
Gotta
No, I'm
learn.
learning
For
now.
sure learn.
I am.
Just pay
I am.
attention a
Listen,
little.
listen.
You have a
just
fucking
tweet for me.
iPad for a phone.
I know. You didn't give us any love for the picture that we Instagrammed where I'm jumping in the air. Did you get a
That
text
shit
back?
was, no, I didn't. I did send it to you.
I send you a text back.
No,
Yeah.
you big time me. I was like, oh, that's
I
cool.
think I text back, ha, 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 ha. But I was in Hawaii.
Somebody was
Yeah.
like flying squirrel.
Let me
And
see.
we got all kinds of things.
We have some funny
it's
things.
not rape if you
I was
scream
in-
surprise.
I was impressed
Oh,
with
you're
your
right.
vertical.
I didn't.
You
I
thought,
didn't text
haha.
anything
That's,
back.
that works for me, Doug.
Yeah.
Those shorts
Sorry.
are sexy, man. I
Big
want.
timing you?
Big time me.
I want to thank America for all the comments about my shorts.
Yeah, you were jumping pretty high.
Not
That's
bad.
legit, right?
Yeah.
Our friend who took that picture, literally, I was like, "Hey, take this picture. This fool's about to blow his asshole out jumping on the beach." So he jumped and she got it in one snap. And I was like, let me see that. I'm like, Brian, get over here. I was like, oh my God.
Perfect shot. Sun reflecting off my pigeon chest.
Did you run and jump, or did you like sort of?
But I felt I
You
remember
ran about 40 yards.
I remember I felt I was like I go I'm gonna jump high because I used to do all those demonstrations in Taekwondo. I go I'm gonna jump really high.
Demonstrations.
I took ballet. I took ballet for 2 years in theater school. And
Why did you even admit that?
I will.
Why can't it just be a cool picture,
nope,
bro?
Nope. Got to keep going. Got to push it. And wore a leotard for 2 years, and I could jump, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
wore a leotard?
Yes,
for
I
2
did.
years? Did
Yes,
it
I
help
did.
your kicking?
Well, I had been doing Taekwondo, so I actually could do all the jumps and stuff. Like, you know, if you can do a jumping wheel kick, you can do a tour jeté in the air. What's that, you guys? Google it.
Tour jeté.
Yeah, it's called a tour jeté.
How many times have you had a girl say yes because you could say tour jeté, and she's
Many.
like, "Let's just
Many.
give it to me,
Just get
Brian."
out of
I had sex with all the
Give
girls
it
in my
to
ballet
me.
class. Don't kid
Wow,
yourself.
all of them? Oh my
I don't
God,
know.
good
I don't know.
move.
I was a young man.
They probably thought you were confused. They were trying to fuck you back to straight, running around
You have, to
tights
wear,
on.
you have to wear a dance belt, which is essentially a thong and a cloth around your piece.
What did your dad say when you said you want to do ballet class?
Like that.
My dad's a
This
ballet
is-
fan.
Is he?
My dad's
He
a
signed
ballet,
you up for it?
He's a ballet and opera fan.
Damn, if my kid told me that, I'd be like, damn, little dude. For
I
reals?
I should have been a ballet dancer. I'm built for it.
Wait, are you joking?
I'm being dead
Are
serious.
you being dead serious?
I was a natural.
Get the fuck out
I
of
was
here,
a
man.
natural. I could do 4 pirouettes. I'm not kidding.
How weird is this Jack Daniels commercial for fucking Frank Sinatra? What if Frank Sinatra was alive? He'd be like, hey, yo, yo, yo. What the fuck are you doing?
What are we doing?
Why are you having my songs?
He says the
my
nectar of
picture?
God.
Who fucking sold me here?
Yeah.
Who sold me
Someone's
here?
making bank, though.
You can imagine when Sinatra was alive, him doing a Jack Daniels commercial, and
Well,
fucking snapping his
Elvis,
face.
Hell
I think
no.
Elvis made more money when he was dead, after he was dead, from all the songs than he did when he was alive. And Christopher Walken wrote a one-man show about it called Him.
That was Joey's theory on Michael Jackson.
Yep, he is.
What's
I
that?
think Michael Jackson is making more money now.
Joey,
Michael
bel
Jackson was dead when he was alive. He was broke.
Yep,
And the day he died, his stock, look it up.
yep.
He's made more this year than...
oh, look at that lump!
no.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Ain't that a bitch, though? That sucks, man. Making all that money after you're gone. I guess it helps the family out.
He's
What's
worth
going on with that
billions
thing? Is that a
now.
hematoma? That's
Yeah.
just
That's what happened to my cheek, bro. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, you broke your jaw. Nah, man. Or unless you headbutted me, my cheek swelled up like a bumblebee stung.
Wow, yeah, I thought you had a broken jaw for sure. It
No,
looked like it.
sir. Flourishing now. Back to training.
Powerful Brendan Washington. Bro, Joe Proctor's
no.
face looks crazy. He's got a mouse living
Yikes.
near his ear.
Dude,
See
if,
what-
if
see
that,
what-
if
see
that
what-
moves towards his eye, they're going to stop the
Joe
fight.
Rogan, see what
really.
I'm...
It's one of those
dangerous?
New Guinea
Super dangerous.
worms. It is because it'll burst in your eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he
Joe
just got
Rogan,
hit in
see-
that same spot.
see
Oh
what
my
M-
God.
see what MJ
Oh,
made
it's
last year.
bigger.
I guarantee he made a couple fucking... couple $100 million MJ last year.
Really?
Estimated 2013 earnings from Michael Jackson. Guaranteed.
Filthy rich, huh?
And when he died, it was all a scam. It was all a dream. He
I
owned
used to
like
read
the
What Up
fucking. You could see
magazine.
something coming. Remember, they started putting the Beatles back on iTunes. It was a big old scam. He owned the fucking things. He was in debt. They were losing shit. Paul McCartney did the Super Bowl. All of a sudden, he came back at 67 like he needs any fucking money. That cocksucker.
He made $125 million last year.
Estimated.
He's made over 700 in the last 5.
Oh my
Damn.
He's been
God,
dead.
700 million in the
700
last
million.
I would
5
trade
years.
spots with him, right?
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a moment. His kids.
I
his
wouldn't
kids
mind
are
having his money. Wait, he's dead.
His kids are living like fucking doctors.
His kid,
Joe Jackson's living like a doctor. The fucking mother's
fucking
living like a
doctors.
doctor.
Oh, that's so funny.
They're all living like fucking doctors. Unbelievable. 125 million.
It is weird that you could sell someone shit after they're dead. It almost kind of seems like when you're dead, all your artwork should be free.
It's an interesting looking referee. He's got those cornrows. I'm trying to figure him out.
He
looking
looks like
sexy, bro.
you know who he looks like? The female fighter, $1 million
Cyborg?
baby.
What would you do, Brian, if you were gonna die and you had like a long career behind you, your kids are all full grown, everybody's healthy, and you had this idea that when you died you're gonna be like a more valuable than you are alive, like
Set
Michael
up a foundation.
Jackson.
I'd set up a charity, a foundation, but a charity that a training, like a school that trained. Like I'd set up schools in like the way Andre Agassi did it in the inner cities and stuff.
Because you remember the shit that was going down with Michael Jackson's kids, Joey?
No.
Yeah, there was some shit where Michael Jackson's kid, his mom was missing. Remember, his mom was missing.
Oh, that's right. She went to Arizona.
And the kids, they're having a hard time because everybody knows that they're like in line to inherit that money. Can you imagine? You have that whole
$700 million.
That whole just giant group of people, whoever has a vested interest in that, just hovering over that honeypot that is the Michael Jackson estate.
Yeah.
And seeing his kids. His kids are going to get massive dinero. Like, forget about a career. Like, those kids, like, they have, oh, damn, Proctor cracked him with that left. Proctor might win this even with that crazy hematomia.
Bro, so here's what we need to learn from this is you need to fake your death. Start making some bank.
That's where the money's at, but you can't enjoy it.
It is an interesting question, though. Like, what would you do? How would you set things up?
Oh, we heard him again.
Oh, he's messed up, man. He's really fucked.
The referee's close. That's it. Damn, Joe Proctor with a mouse growing out of his head.
Let's do something else. What Tupac make last year? What Tupac make last year?
Jamie, what did Tupac make last year?
$3 million.
$3 million. $75.
But yeah, but I bet over the course of his death, he's probably made a shitload.
Now, can they stick a? This is going to sound weird, but can they stick a needle in that and drain that?
Yeah, they're going to have to drain it. Definitely.
Is that what they do?
Stuck in like a...
Yeah, when you don't drain blood like that and it pools up, it calcifies. That's when you get cauliflower ear. Yeah. I've got a piece on my knuckle, man. I got this one knuckle that hurts like hell every time I punch the bag. It's because I cut myself, my knuckle, and then I taped it up, I wrapped it up, but blood got underneath it, and it like calcified.
Ouch.
And now I got this. It's weird. It's this weird knot I have, like right on this knuckle, on this finger. And whenever I hit the bag, it takes me like 2 rounds before it stops hurting. I have to numb it up, so I just slap it in there until.
You have any wrist problems?
Not anymore.
I have wrist problems.
I got some of that prolotherapy on my wrist. I used to have a big wrist problem with this right wrist. I heard it kickboxing like 1989, and it was bad till like 2002.
Yeah, mine hurts every day.
Yeah, it fucked with me until I got prolotherapy.
I don't do anything for it.
Dude, prolotherapy is the shit.
I need to, though.
So good.
I did it on my neck, and it worked.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, you did do it?
Yeah, prolotherapy. I did it for 3 treatments, and it worked.
For reals?
Yep.
Prolo is great on anything.
Over on Wilshire. I'll show you the place.
Anything where you got like tendon issues,
insurance
ligament
cover
issues. I don't believe so.
No.
I think
my neck was bunched up, like really.
How long ago was this?
To the point where I got an X-ray on it.
These are the injections that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Like, the way I understand flew over to Germany?
No.
No, that's
that's that shit.
That's Regenokine.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for. No, I'm good on the
that's the best
icy
way.
hot you're talking about.
Yeah, Regenokine's the shit. I'm going tomorrow if you want to go with me.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you when we get off this thing.
You're doing it for your neck?
No, I'm doing it for my knee and my shoulder. I'm doing it for anytime something even bothers me a little.
Just go in there.
Really?
Just go in there. Yeah.
And they just inject it?
I just take some blood and I've so far I've had my knee done, I've had my thoracic spine done twice, and I had my cervical spine done once. Wow.
I'm just gonna have them give me the one.
So
people get mad at me. They're like, "Yeah, it's so fucking. Most people can't afford it. You stop talking about it. It's a miracle cure."
What?
It's still a miracle cure.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever it is, the shit is fantastic.
So what do they do? What's the whole process?
The process, which I don't.
Look at Mike Dolce.
Looking all sexy.
I think Misha's in this too.
They take blood out of your body and then they spin it in a centrifuge and heat it up. And when you heat it up, it like gives your blood a fever. And I'm obviously giving you a very layman's version of what happens. But your body creates this anti-inflammatory response to that heat. And then that's in the blood, and it manifests itself as this yellow serum. And they extract this yellow serum, and then they inject it directly into any area where you have inflammation. Like if you have a knee inflammation, for me, it was my back and my neck. My neck, I had a bulging disc. It completely fixed it.
Dang.
How long does the whole process take?
Took a while for me. It took several months. The injections you space out. I spaced them out. I had 2 weeks worth, but then within 3-4 weeks afterwards, it started feeling. It felt good right away, but better over time as the anti-inflammation aspect of that blood serum slowly but surely brought down any injury that I had. And then within like months, it felt way better. It's amazing. I was having some problems with my knee. Boom, shot it up, perfect. Kicked the bag like a fucking werewolf now. Doesn't
Dude, those
bother me
kicks,
at all.
I've shown everybody I know those kicks on Instagram.
Hanging in there at almost half a century.
Not bad. 47, those are some very hard kicks.
Joe Proctor.
Joe, let's get rid of that.
Can't wait for this main event.
Me neither. But what
Kapow,
time? I gotta get out
kapow.
of here by 8. Come on, man.
bitch.
Where you going? 8 o'clock.
You
Gotta
ain't
do
going
some little
nowhere.
stand up. Got a little stand up.
Where at?
Just show up.
Well,
late.
this weekend it's West Palm Improv. But sorry.
What
no,
are you there every 3 weeks at the West Palm?
I love it down. I love
You're
Florida.
there every fucking 3
I know,
weeks.
Bubba, I
huh?
love Florida though. Fort Lauderdale, West Palm. Don't you love Florida? This is my
Love
favorite
it.
place to perform,
Love
probably,
it,
besides
yeah.
Canada.
They're wild.
Canada, yeah. I love it.
So the next fight is Rick Story, motherfucker.
Oh shit! There you go. See, this ain't a
Story
bad
and
card.
Mafra up next.
this ain't a bad little fucking.
And
card
then
on a
Barboza
Wednesday night.
and Dunham after that.
fun fight.
And it's, we got to remember, guys, it's 10:30 in Atlantic City. These are savages. These motherfuckers
Look at
don't
the-
give
look
a
at the white
fuck
trash
about
people
work.
behind trying
Look at the
to
guy
get
with the green
on screen.
shirt
He's
yelling, "The
struggling.
Yankees!" That guy with the green shirt is yelling, "The Yankees! Go Yankees! Fuck Anderson Silva! Bring back Chael Sonnen and Brock Lesnar!"
Have you guys seen this one white cat that keeps challenging these black heavyweight boxers? And
Yeah.
he
He's
a
keeps
shit
getting,
talker?
Yes.
keeps getting
He's
the
a troll.
fuck
Yeah.
beaten out of him.
Yeah,
he's a
he's-
total troll,
he's a
but
mess.
he's willing to put the gloves on and actually get in there. He could box a little bit.
Well, he
He
runs
got
away
hit
though.
with a body shot last
Yeah.
time. He got dropped.
Who dropped him?
oh, he got annihilated by this dude.
Some champ. This guy's like whatever.
Deontay Wilder
Deontay
beat
Wilder.
the fuck out of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
talking
then
about.
there's another guy who just did it recently.
I didn't know he did
He
it
kept
again.
sitting
It's his
down. He
thing.
wouldn't even
It's his-
fight
it's
Deontay
his
Wilder.
thing.
Another guy did it. He chased him out of the ring. The guy ran out of the ring. He dropped him, got him on the ground, kneed him in the face, and then beat him down while he was on the ground until everybody pulled him off.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well,
he kneed him in the
is
face.
he trying to be funny or is he just being
No,
a
he's
dick?
an insane person.
He
That's
thinks he's
crazy.
getting famous off of it.
He is.
I mean, we're talking about him.
Oh boy.
He's an insane person.
Yeah.
He's not good. He's not a healthy guy. Poor fucker.
Just trying to.
Imagine wanting Deontay Wilder to punch you too. Jesus Christ. That guy hits fucking hard.
Well, who's
And-
filming it? He just brings his boy. And he's
I
like,
don't
"Yo,
know.
dog, you have to film this." Because most gyms I know that he would get beat up too.
I don't think he's filming it. You think he's filming it? I thought it was Wilder's people.
No,
that
he has a
filming it.
homeboy filming it for sure. Because then how's he getting the footage and releasing all this stuff?
I
bet he has a
didn't know he was
YouTube
releasing
channel.
it. I thought they were releasing it.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Because otherwise, why would they keep it? You know what I'm saying? Why would they release that?
I don't know. Because they just wanted to show everybody this guy talks shit, and that they beat his ass. I don't know if he's. I don't know who. I'm just speculating right now. I don't know who released
I'm just saying. I think he gets a homeboy who's down too, and was like, "Yo, I need you to record this."
I don't know, man.
I gotta see this. Is this bad that I really want to see this?
No.
I really want to see
It looks
this.
like fun.
Let's all go.
He looks great.
Let's go see this, man. Let's go see this on a huge screen.
I buy him as Hercules.
As do
I'm
I.
just-
As do I.
I think that they need to redo Conan the Barbarian again. That James
With-
Momoa guy was awesome. He's perfect. He's the
Yeah.
best Conan of all time as far as the way he looks. And we know from the Game of Thrones that he's fucking awesome if you give him a good script.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Please, somebody redo.
He's really good in
He's
Game of Thrones.
He was
man.
fantastic in the Game of Thrones, and he was the best Conan of all time. I'm sorry, Arnold.
You ever seen that
He
guy?
was the
You ever
most
seen that guy?
believable
I've never seen
Conan.
it, but Arnold's the best.
You ever
Let's
seen
get
him in
real.
person
This
though?
is not
That guy,
true.
Johnny
This is not
Momoa
true.
or whatever.
Yeah, I met
Oh,
him.
Giant man.
It's huge. I
Yeah,
met
what
him
a
at the
stud.
UFC.
He's big.
Very
Yeah.
big,
Samoan man.
very nice guy. Hawaiian.
Is he Hawaiian?
Yeah. But my point being, oh, see, look at that. That's some rock shit. He did some rock shit. That's that's ridiculous. Samson doesn't move like that, bro. He doesn't raise his eyebrows. But Momo was the perfect Conan, the greatest Conan of all time, no doubt.
I didn't see
Arnold
the movie. How
Schwarzenegger
was the movie,
pales
though?
in comparison. Because Schwarzenegger was really good, but he was still Arnold, and he had the hair,
I love
and
him.
had the beautiful muscles. Is
Love
very thick.
I read
and
every
vascular.
Conan book. Every Conan book, man.
I'm come to by Crom. Crom does not care. Does not care who you are. Crom is just Crom. Crom. It was still Arnold, you know. He still had that Austrian accent. Like, why is his accent different? What is Wilt Chamberlain doing in there? What is he doing with that white broad? Kane motherfucking Velasquez.
How was Conan
Powerful brown pride.
with Johnny Momoa? Was it good or no?
No, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was decent. It was decent up until about halfway in, and then the ending was diggity dog shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I wanted to love it. 'Cause
Gotta have
like
a
I
good
said,
script. You gotta have a
that
good script.
MoMA guy's awesome. I'm a huge fan of the original books, the Robert E. Howard
Great
books.
books.
Yeah, I have all of those.
You like
I read all of them, man.
You like the
Those are
Planet of the
amazing.
Apes movies?
Haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen the new one.
I saw the new one.
It
good?
did really well.
A little too apey for me.
Little apey.
A little too apey.
That's my kind of movie, though, bro.
Yeah, that's why I would assume you would like it. A
Yeah,
lot of
I'm
apes.
scared.
A little too apey for me.
I want to
though.
watch it when there's not as many people in the seats, so I can fucking spaz out a little.
It's a good movie though. It was well done for sure. It's good.
CGI, son, they can do some shit these days.
Yeah.
They can do some
They
shit.
really can.
You know, that's why they had to remake Godzilla, even though they didn't even have a plot. They're
Some
like, fuck
bullshit,
it.
though.
Look what we can do. What happens? They fight. It's Japan. Shut up. Make
Giant
the fucking
lizard.
movie. But we have to have a plot. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
This is what I want Godzilla to do. I want him to open up another monster's face and shit down his neck.
What is this movie? Guardians of the Galaxy? Is this a comedy?
It's a Marvel Comics series from
There's a fucking
like the
raccoon.
80s.
How
Yeah.
am I supposed to take that seriously?
Well,
I
they
will
were,
100% be there to see that movie.
It was
Really?
like right after Star Wars when everybody was doing like these star things.
Yeah, but that's
so
a
they came
raccoon.
up with Guardians of
Can't
the
have a
Galaxy.
raccoon.
It's a
Oh,
gangster
this
raccoon.
fight, son.
I can't wait.
This fight, son. Matt Brown and Robbie Lawler. Can't wait.
He's so tough.
Is that San Jose?
Yes.
So I'm gonna be there.
That's on Fox, son.
Matt Brown is so rough.
This fight is going to be fucking fantastic. Can't wait for this fucking fight.
I got Lawler, and you know me, I never make picks. If I was betting, I got Lawler. I think the styles clash.
You might be right,
He just keeps coming,
but I
man.
don't know, man.
He just keeps coming.
You might be wrong, too. I'll tell you what, I'll watch that dude fight anybody he wants to fight.
Matt Brown?
Yeah, both of them. Robbie Lawler, too. He's a psycho. Look at him.
Psycho.
Psycho.
Dead eyes.
Dude.
Dead eyes.
Well, he's calm as fuck when he gets in there, man. I'll tell you what, when he was fighting Jake Ellenberger, I've never seen a dude legitimately smile because he was having a good time the way I've seen Robbie.
Seriously.
It's a very bizarre
Real
smile.
psycho. Real psycho in that
Rogan.
case.
He got taken down by Ellenberger, and he had this juicy smile on his face, like, he wants to take me down.
Yeah, he's a beast.
And then he got back up, good butterfly guard, got back up to his feet, just dropping bombs.
This is going to be sick.
And Ellenberger came after him in the third.
Did
Ellenberger was
better
down.
in the third.
He was down on the cards, came after him, but man, Robbie Lawler's a motherfucker right now. Right now, he is he's always been great.
He's also the hardest hitter at 170, I think.
One of them. He's right up there, but
He's
you
up
gotta
there.
you
Hendricks
can't
can-
discount
Hendricks can-
Hendricks.
yeah.
You can't discount Woodley. You can't discount Lombard. Lombard can crack.
For sure, but if you look at who has more knockouts than all those guys you mentioned,
More fights too, though.
but still more
Yeah.
knockouts at a higher level.
Well, Lombard, you know what? Did a lot of his fighting at 185, where I think he was just outmassed by a lot of people. I think at 170, you're going to see Lombard put some serious hurt on a lot of
bro,
dudes.
Lombard is huge. Lombard made me feel bad about myself. He is jacked.
Yeah, he is.
Super jacked.
You know who's even more jacked than him? Yoel Romero.
Yep.
You see Yoel Romero and you go, okay, what am I? Am I a little
Cartoon.
boy?
I know.
He's a cartoon.
I'm not
He's a
even
cartoon.
well, and they train together.
I'm not even a man.
He's a
They train
superhero.
together.
He's a superhero.
If I was training with him, like, Schaub, get in the picture. Nah, I'm cool, man. I'll get in the next
That's
one.
right.
You'd
You know
never
what?
see me.
My daughter has a waist that's only slightly smaller than Yoel Romero's.
For reals.
And his body blooms out to
Dude.
this fucking triangle like a pterodactyl.
He's crazy.
Only person who's as ridiculous with his shape is Phil Davis.
True.
Like, Phil Davis has
shoulders are
the most
for
ridiculous
days.
width.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like Tommy Hearn style for a 205 pounder.
Yeah.
Yo Romero's just so freaky.
He's
Did
such
they-
a stud.
Did
He's
they
unbelievable
give
stud.
Phil a fight yet?
I do not know.
I don't know either. I don't think so.
I do not know. I don't know.
One of the good guys for sure.
Great
Phil's
guy.
a Great guy.
Great guy.
He's a really nice guy.
That Rumble Johnson fight was a tough fight for him. He's
Bad
doing
matchup, man. Horrible matchup.
It was also he's doing a lot of talking about John Jones leading up to that fight, like trying to hype up a John Jones fight if he wins. People, if you do that, here's
You
the
have to
problem.
win if you do
You
that.
have to win because
And
if you
dominate.
don't win, people get really upset with you. And they have a reason to point at you, like, hey, he wasn't even paying attention
Yeah,
to John
he-
Jones.
yeah. He overlooked
looked past,
him. Yeah.
you know, he looked past Phil. Phil Davis looked past him. You can't look past Rumble at 205. He's fucking terrifying.
Yes. I think Phil Davis overall is a better fighter, just style-wise. There couldn't be a bigger nightmare problem-wise matchup than Anthony Rumble Johnson.
He
for
might have
Phil
been
Davis.
He might be a better fighter than what Anthony Johnson used to be. I don't know if he's a better fighter than Anthony Johnson now, because Anthony Johnson now is something. He's really coming into his own. If you watch the fight with Arlovsky, he beat the fuck out of Arlovsky
Broke
in
his
that
jaw.
first round. Broke his jaw, dropped him. He looked sensational.
For sure.
And that was at heavyweight. We're talking about a dude
he
who
walks
used to
around
fight
at
170.
230.
Yeah.
Well, he's a natural heavyweight almost.
Yeah,
that fights at
almost.
170.
Almost.
Or tried.
Yeah. But now he's down to 205. My point being that he's just a monstro.
Straight monster.
He's a monstro.
Monster.
At
How about him versus
205?
Glover? Him versus Glover would be a
That
sick fight.
I love that fight.
You're welcome, Joseph.
That's
a
what I
great
want to
fight.
say. That's the fight I want to
But
say.
I told you he's going to have a hard time with Rogerio. Him and Rogerio is going to be a war.
I think so too.
But who knows? It might not be. You know,
He might clip him. With that power at 205.
Could be. Rogerio might clip him too, man. Anything can happen. Rogerio, watch that fight with Rashad Evans. The only thing that I worry about Rogerio is he pulled out with a back injury.
He's been doing it forever, man.
That's what I'm saying. When you hear a guy like say he had a back injury, like, man, back injuries are tricky. Like Lundberg's going through a herniated disc. Matt Brown went through a herniated disc. Like when you start going through those, man, a lot of those fucking come back. Those come
Shane
back.
Carwin had to retire because of it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, he suffered from it the entire time I knew him.
Like knee shit, man. Knee shit sucks, but you can get an ACL reconstructed, and a year later you're good to go. Once your fucking spine starts giving out in certain spots, you do rehab, you strengthen it up, but the problem with a lot of these guys is, look, I've had a chance to take, obviously I'm older, so I don't recover as quickly, but I've had a chance to take a full year off of jiu-jitsu. I only trained once in the last year. Only rolled once. But during that time, I did nothing but strength and conditioning, nothing but kettlebells, nothing but, like, no yanking on my neck, no nothing. So now, like, everything is healed up strong and everything's really good. But most guys who are fighting don't have that opportunity, man. They're back in the gym a couple months later. And you're going to have to work through some shit. And you just get it. Like, I talked to Matt Serra after Matt Serra fucked up his back before he had a rematch with GSP. I go, what did you do about your back? Because you fucked your back up pretty bad. He's like, bro, I couldn't fucking move. He was talking about holding on to his back. He's like, it was at the end of training, he was demonstrating a move, and then something just gave out, and he was just in insane, extreme agony. So they give him an epidural. You know, an epidural just takes the pain
numbs
away.
it. Yeah,
takes the pain away. And, you know, X amount of months later, he's fighting GSP in Canada for the title. You know, when you start having, like, guys come back from them. They come back from back injuries, but you got to be super careful you don't make that thing a chronic issue.
Yeah.
Ugh.
A
Super
nerve,
careful.
spinal cord kind of.
I was reading about Benji Radek the other day because I used to be a fan of, well, I still am, fan of Benji Radek. He fought in the IFL, was a good fighter.
Strikeforce, yeah.
Good fighter. And he had an issue with his neck. And it was so bad that his pectoral muscle just deflated down to the bone. His triceps and his pec.
That's from nerve damage?
Yep. Just went down to the bone.
Jesus.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Jesus.
And so he had an operation. He had to get, when that happens,
Did it come
man,
back, though?
Yeah. He came, I don't know to what extent, whether it was 100%, but it certainly came back slightly at least. But when you have that, you have a brief window. When you start getting like severe atrophy, to anybody out there, this is really important because it happened to a friend of mine recently. One of Eddie's black belts, he had a neck issue. His arm had atrophied. By the time he got to the doctor's like, you got to go into surgery. You have to get that opened up. Like, you can't allow it to go this far.
And they can fix it, though?
No, that's what the doctor said. It's like he atrophied so much. He's like, the odds of this coming back 100% are pretty small. He waited too long. He waited like many months of it being like completely atrophied, where he's got one arm that's like bigger than the other arm, you know,
so
and
bad.
the doctor's like, your nerves are shut off. And the problem is when there's long-term impingement like that,
The nerves
they
die,
They
right?
die. They don't
Yeah.
come back. And whatever you do get back is like really slow.
So for sure wouldn't take that surgery, right?
Well, you got to
I
take
guess
that
you got
surgery
nothing to
op-
lose.
No,
You
you
got
got to take
nothing
that
to lose.
surgery to open up the area where the nerves are. What they do is they go into your column where the nerves are, and they open it up so that your nerves have more room, so they're not impinged upon. They call it, I think they call it discectomy. They cut some of the disc away, the impinging disc.
What is degenerative? What is that? When they say
that's
have
what it
degenerate
is.
discs?
That's what it is. It's from impacts. Your discs get smaller and more smushed.
because they're made of they're a spongy material.
Yes, and the way to combat that is, first of all, stretching and yoga are huge. Spinal decompression is another one that's really good. Spinal decompression is big. Like those things that people do where they hang by their ankles.
Inversion
they look silly.
tables?
Yeah,
That's
those
good
are
stuff?
Great.
Really?
Great.
I love them.
And I was showing Brendan this one that I do with a kettlebell, where I
Will you hang off the thing?
yeah,
Joe
I've showed
is
you
super,
before.
real quick, Joe's super flexible.
Yes, he is.
Crazy flexible. I didn't know
You're
that.
kind of weirdly flexible.
It's not weird.
One time we had a meeting and we were talking about doing a show together, and in front of these executives, he grabs both his ankles and pulls his feet straight up sitting on a couch. Do you remember that? They were like,
porno style?
I'd never
Porno
seen it
style?
before.
I did it.
Literally, I'd never
I
seen it
remember
before.
what
I was
happened.
like, what the fuck is he doing? And everybody kind of was like, oh, that's pretty good. I was like, bro,
way to
take
get
it
things
easy.
started.
Literally took both his legs like the way a porn chick would do and just went, ha-da! And I was like, I'm flexible. And the guy, finally there was like a pause and the guy goes, how do you do that? He goes, I just been doing martial arts my whole life. My body grew around it. I was like, all right, well, good meeting.
I don't remember what the meeting was about.
It was
Why-
with Eric Tannenbaum and some other people, and it was about us doing a TV show.
Hopefully,
What
it
year
went
was
good.
this?
That was
The
dude, that was
90s?
probably 98 or 9.
Story is throwing some heat.
Yeah,
right
Rick
now.
Story's a fucking brute.
She's a thick kid.
Yeah, he's a brute. And he's Team Takedown, right? He's training with Hendricks.
I
and
don't
crew?
think so. No, I don't think so.
Oh, no, right? He's
with
Brave
Hen-
Legion.
Ooh, he's getting
Oh!
Damn.
Oh, shit.
That dude
Oh.
landed a combo,
shit.
son.
He landed a hard left on Mafra.
Oh, shit.
Mafra's a little shaky.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
he has
nice
the lab on
takedown.
his trunk, so that's with Ben Henderson and
Oh,
John
okay.
Crouch in Arizona.
Nice. That's a good spot.
Great spot.
I love John Crouch.
Me too, man.
Big fan. Big fan of Henderson, too. And they're producing some good fighters, man. I like what they did with Alex Caceres. You know, he lost to Uriah Faber, but he did a great job. It was a good fight. Most people
Tough fight
thought,
for him.
Most
Very
people
tough fight for
thought he
him.
was in over his head, but that's a learning fight. You know, Uriah Faber didn't even start in the WEC until he was a year older than Caceres is now.
Yeah, tough fight.
Yeah. The amount of experience Uriah has on his side,
How old is Uriah now?
36, I believe. I want to say 35, 36. How old is he?
You might be right. I know Mitrione just turned 36 too. His birthday was yesterday. Shout out to Matt Mitrione.
Happy
Holla,
birthday, Big
Meathead.
Matt.
Holla.
Meathead's fighting that Lewis cat now. Huh? You see that, Joe?
Was he fighting? Oh, that big
They were
black
talking
dude?
shit to each other.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Matt, for whatever reason, when in the crowd, he stood up. And
Derek Lewis?
kept giving Derek Lewis the throat slash.
Oh, really? And
Yeah,
Derek
now
said
these
that,
fools
so they're
are fighting.
What do you think about that?
I think Matt destroys him.
Yeah, he's got to be minding his P's and Q's in the standing position.
Matt?
Mitrione can crack.
Oh, yeah.
He can
A kid who played in the NFL for 6 years, southpaw.
Yeah, he's
and his
fast.
speed. What?
He's fast, dude. Watch that Kimbo
footwork.
Slice fight. Everybody needs to watch that fight. If you forget what Mitrione
Matt
can
is
do,
a
if you
freak.
stand in front of him,
What?
that inside leg kick from the right hand stance when he fights southpaw, he throws that snapping inside leg kick and a nasty right hook. Boom!
I think Lewis
Drops
is
it
in
on
trouble. I think
dudes.
it's too much for Lewis right now.
Well, it's a big assignment, but I tell you what, man, Lewis can bang. He hits hard,
Heavy hands for sure.
heavy. That ground and pound is ferocious.
Giant man.
Ferocious. Rick Story working that arm triangle, arm triangle, arm triangle, arm triangle. Oh, yeah, keep that head there, son. Oh, yeah. Nope, lost the arm position. So hard. Rick Story can bang, man. I was so impressed with him taking all those shots from Calvin Gastelum and then catching him with that right hand. Because Calvin was on fire in that fight. Up until the point when Rick dropped him. There's a guy who needs to get his diet in order.
Bro. Yeah, if that's one thing UFC don't mess with, missing weight.
Yeah.
Nothing drives them more nuts
Well,
than
he
that.
missed it the last time, and before that, he barely made it on the undercard of the Hendricks fight. Barely made
This
it.
is the
Who's
second
that?
time.
What do you
he's
get?
missed weight,
What do you get fined for that?
Calvin Gastelum.
20%, I think.
20% of your purse goes to your opponent if you don't make the weight.
Ooh,
Rick
great
Story
hip
with
toss.
beautiful use of the leg, keep his opponent down.
He's just stronger, man.
He's very
He's
strong.
bullying this kid
God.
around.
He came into 10th Planet one night and submitted everybody.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was strangling dudes,
Strangling
putting
dudes.
arm triangles
Black
on
belts
dudes.
and everybody just beating.
Well, I don't think there was any black belts there at the time, but, good guys. I don't remember who it was that he rolled with, but I remember Eddie was saying, dude, this guy is strong. And this was before he fought. He was fighting in the UFC, I want to say it was about 4 years ago,
He's probably walks
3
at
years
200
ago.
pounds, right?
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. He's got an interesting style. A lot of body punches.
Well, remember he was supposed to fight Nate Marquardt, and then Nate, whatever, didn't get cleared because of
Dude.
supplement issues, testosterone issues.
Right.
So then they put in Charlie Brenneman, And then Story had all that hype before that.
Yeah.
And Troy Brenneman goes in there and beats him.
Well, you know what? That's a weird
Kinda
fight
killed it.
when it's the day of the fight and they change your opponent and you're the main fight of the night and you've been preparing for this dude who's a wicked striker and you think you're going to be doing some striking and then all of a sudden Brenneman is going
wrestler.
for ankle picks
Straight
and
wrestler.
fucking hanging on your legs and you're just not prepared for that.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
But then what do you do if you're Rick Story? You're like, nah, man, I'm not taking
you
it.
can't do that. The
Nope,
UFC will
you're going to be fired.
send it up your poop
For
hole,
sure.
son.
Straight up.
Is who's Nate fighting again? Do we know?
We don't know yet. No,
Well, not only that, if you're a guy like Rick Story and you're favored above Charlie Brenneman, you're supposed to think you're going to win that fight anyway, right? He just was not prepared for that style, which shows you how important game planning is for specific fighters when it comes to specific opponents. You know, I mean, he's training for a guy like Marquardt, and you better best believe that back when he was training for Marquardt, everybody was scared of Marquardt. Marquardt was a motherfucker then,
Yes.
and he was a motherfucker at 185.
Yep.
Even though he lost to Chael Sonnen, he was still throwing bombs from his back, throwing elbows, and still dangerous to the very end.
Yep.
Knocked out Marvin
Knocked out
Campman.
Woodley.
Knocked out Woodley in
For the
170
belt
at
at
170.
170.
Yeah. That was afterwards, actually.
Yeah.
That was after all.
Oh, that's true.
That was after
Because
he got kicked
cut.
out of the UFC.
He got cut.
Yeah.
Went to Strikeforce.
Yeah.
Won the belt.
Knocked out Marvin Campman. He knocked
Nate
out.
is an absolute monster.
Yeah, he's a monster. Knocked out Damian Maia with one punch.
Countered his leg kick.
Yeah. Boom. He was like doing a flying knee
Took
or something.
Tally's ladies and put him on his back and pounded him for
Yeah.
3 rounds.
Yeah. He's beaten some fucking Wilson Govea. Beat him down. Nate Marquardt at 185 was a motherfucker.
Back at 85.
Yeah,
Beat James
good.
Tahuna.
He looked
Submitted
good.
James Tahuna.
I think the weight cut is just too much, man. It's just
What'd you
too,
say?
The weight cut's just too much.
For Tahuna?
For Nate.
For Nate. I think Nate is just like
70? No,
it's
yeah.
just too hard. It's too. I mean, he did it with Woodley, but man, he fought at 185 for so long, and he was really good at that weight. He's always going to have a hard time with the wrestlers. When you get an elite level wrestler like a guy like Chael that can put you on your back.
Yeah, that Chael fight, he just went in with a horrible game plan. He was doing something the entire camp. Then the day of, a certain coach told him to do something, and there was this flying knee, and you need to land power shots. So that's why he's getting taken down.
I wonder if Chael would tell everybody. I mean, if he got popped with EPO, I want to know how long you've been taking that stuff for,
Bro.
He'd probably tell you, that was the first time I ever tried it.
Ever,
Here's
man.
the funniest thing. It was the
Yeah.
day before.
And you'd believe him.
Yeah.
You'd talk to him and be like, damn, you might be right, dog.
I've never tried it before. Somebody told me how to try it. I tried to figure, when's this going to be out of my system? They said 3 weeks. I said, I'm fine. So I took it. There's my luck. Don't ever cheat.
Where is he?
He got
Have we-
caught
have
with
we-
a bunch of
have we heard
stuff.
from him?
He's fighting in Metamoris, or he has
Yeah.
a match in Metamoris.
He's got a jiu-jitsu match. Which
But
is gonna
he
be,
lost his job on Fox, man. He was
That's
the best
harsh.
they had.
That's so harsh to me.
Well, it doesn't mean he lost it forever. It means he lost it for now.
He's
He's
a
so
timeout.
he's so
You know,
good.
He's
what
the best.
Chael should do is, I mean, he had a book, right? He does have a book, right?
I don't know.
Didn't
I
he
hope
put out a
does.
book?
I hope
think
he did before this
Just
came out.
Put out another one. Just put out another one.
Do it like
Just
Lance
write a book.
Armstrong, dog. Do it
Nah.
like Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, but Chael's different in that, like, he never lied about it for long periods of time.
He's also-
sued people for,
Yeah.
but it is kind of funny that he was talking shit
He's
about
talking
Lance
shit.
Armstrong.
Yeah, about Lance Armstrong. He didn't want to delay, but
Rick Story working on that left arm, by the way.
poor Chael.
He's got
though.
a good Kimura, man. He's got a good Kimura. The dude's going to roll, give up the back. Oh,
Oh.
beautiful
Ah,
transition
shit.
to the mount. Look how smooth that was, man. That was like lightning.
Rick Story is just too much for this guy. It's just too strong.
That was
man.
beautiful. That mount was textbook. John Crouch,
great
very
Is
very happy. Triangle,
head
arm
arm.
triangle. Here it is.
Boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is what he has. It's really good.
He's-
He's a beast at this. But that left arm is going to sneak
has to
by.
get
Oh,
through.
nicey,
Oh, no.
nice,
Oh, no,
nice.
no, no, no.
Homeboy
That's a
should be
wrap.
rolling away from it.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
See,
That's
they
a
roll
wrap.
into it.
That's a wrap. Beautiful.
Great jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's what he has. He's got a vicious arm triangle.
And there's nothing poor about Chael Sonnen, man. He did what he did. He got
I
busted.
know. He's a buddy.
And it's all
He just
over but
sucks,
the fucking
man.
He's a buddy to everybody.
I love that
And
guy.
he did great things for the UFC, but then again, he did bad things for the UFC. So it negated. It's right down the fucking middle. He
You're
did
right.
good things for the UFC, but then he did bad things for the fucking
he probably
UFC.
did a lot more good than you know.
Well, look at
I think
this
a lot of
fucking
guys
dilemma.
are doing.
Look at
A lot
this-
of guys are doing.
And it's not just
what he
him.
did.
They
Yeah.
keep busting these people.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm not a fighter. It's got to be fucking. I got to ask you something. The other day, Herschel Walker was on the phone with Goldberg, and Goldberg asked him what's tougher, MMA training or football training, you know, and he said actually MMA training,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, by far.
And it's so funny how, you know, and football, you got this, you know, August is a motherfucker in football.
You have 5 weeks really.
August is a
beast.
motherfucker.
But even now in the NFL, you can't do two-a-days in a row anymore.
No more?
No, the new players union, they create it because they said it's too much on the guys.
Yeah.
So now if you have a two-a-day, the next day is either a light day or an off day.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
smart. You know, all that toughness training idea that people had in their head, they're just
Breaks you
overtraining
down.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, shortens
Just
your career.
overtraining motherfuckers, breaking joints, fucking up backs, messing up necks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
a lot of the injuries didn't have to take place.
It's amazing how even after I read the book, The Punch is about when the guy punched Rudy Tomjanovich in basketball in 1978. After that punch, road teams, you're not allowed to play no more than 2 basketball road teams a week.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
little
Just
things.
switch
They
the rules
realized
up.
that it was too much on
Yeah.
players.
Too much
So,
stress.
so one thing
much
they
stress.
stopped after that punch was no more, because they explained in the book, what people don't know is in those days they flew commercial. So they got to fly the late flight out and the early
Yeah.
flight in.
Yeah, it's not easy.
They can't have
not
around
getting
the
sleep,
airport.
you're
You're
just-
not getting sleep. So that's what they stopped. So it's little things like that that
That's
make
crazy.
adjustments. You know.
But in MMA, you know, going through a training camp, people ask this, well, what if, you know, some freak, what if Vernon Davis, who's just this freak tight end for the 49ers, what if he decided to do MMA? He's such a good athlete. Man, I'm telling you, when you're going through an 8-week camp and you're doing 2-a-days and 3-a-days for 8 weeks, no one's signing up for that, man. No one, like, what? No, it's a different type of bird.
Yeah, and the difference between getting hit and not getting hit are so gigantic. The difference between being an athlete where you never get hit by anything and then being an athlete where another man is beating your ass. Not only that, and you're going to get your ass beat in training. Everyone's getting their ass beat.
Listen, if you're at a high level, you're not going playing grab ass, you know, in Orange County at the beach in Newport with some rich dudes. You're looking for the baddest guys in the world. And you're saying, I want you to try and whip my ass every day.
I'm
I'm going to miss this main card.
Bitch, you ain't going anywhere.
You ain't going shit.
What
I
What
got
is
it,
this
I got it.
show you're doing?
Where's your spot
I
at?
Who's
have
gonna
to.
be
I'm
there?
closing it.
Get out
Where
of
is
here.
it?
What time does it start?
8.
Where is it at?
They'll
My,
be
my,
fine.
my set is at 8:55.
Where
Your
is
set
this?
your set is fine. Don't worry about
Don't
it.
say that.
Where's your show at?
You're fine. Where are you?
Down at the West Side Comedy.
Oh, you didn't even want to go there. Don't go there.
Well, I have to.
Downtown? Jesus Christ.
No.
Nothing at
No,
night.
Santa Monica. Santa
Oh,
Monica.
there's vampires.
Santa Monica. You're in no
Zombies.
danger. Even if you leave now, you're not going to make it. So forget
Yeah,
it.
stay here.
Of course I
Call
will.
them and
What do you
tell them to.
Well, it's
You're
not
in
that
no
you got an
fucking
hour,
danger.
right? Or is my watch
Not-
up?
I got
he's
an
not
hour.
going anywhere.
Oh, you're straight. It'll take you 10 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
All of
15
you
minutes.
shut
It'll
up.
take you
No.
10
Please be
minutes.
quiet.
I heard it's a bad crowd, bro.
15 minutes
I
of
heard
traffic.
it's rough over there. I
heard the
people,
I'm
riot.
going to see one thing. I'm going to
people are angry.
Let me see how we're doing.
It's a lot of bad audience members. Shit. People are drunk. Some hacks are on right before you. They're doing all your best bits.
Copy.
Some guy's doing some shit about how he's built to dance.
taking a shit. El Gato.
He has.
Because the guy's seen it 7 times, so he knows the routine.
No, not the routine.
No.
Bryan Callen's going to have to abandon some of that material. It's going to hurt him badly. He loves it.
He loves it. He needs to retire El Gato. He'd kill me if he was
Got a few bits. Got a few bits that have been around.
Yeah, they're good, though. I'll
They're
give
good.
them that.
They're
That
very
shit's good.
good.
I've seen it 45 times.
It's hard. You know what's really hard? If you don't put them on a CD or a DVD or something, you still have them laying around, but you never put them on anything, that becomes a real problem. You don't know what to do with them. Like, what am I going to do with these fucking bits?
Yeah.
Look at this transition, man. They're going to show this again. I love this fucking transition. The way he hit that that arm triangle. Oh, they're only showing the end of it. Powerful shitty man in the truck. The transition between him being in that, him trapping that arm and then hopping across. Dude, how good did Frankie Edgar look?
Yeah, he looked good. How bad did BJ look?
He
though?
didn't
Let's
look
talk about
good. He's not happy. BJ's not happy with a lot of things. Apparently, it was a hard weight cut. Obviously. And BJ doesn't use IVs. Thinks IVs are cheating.
Do you think they're cheating?
Yep.
Dang, he's
Yep.
so gangster.
He's hardcore
He's almost
as
too
fuck.
tough. He's almost too tough to default.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's
Like
legit.
you wanted to fight like Bob Sapp and shit.
He's legit as fuck. He was ready
One of
to
the
fight
best
Tim
ever.
Sylvia.
One of the best ever.
I interviewed him way back when he was the lightweight champ, and he said he would have fought Tim Sylvia.
Well, he fought Lyoto Machida and
Yeah.
Rich Franklin too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He fought Lyoto Machida. No, Lyoto fought Franklin. but BJ fought
That's
Lyoto.
right. That's right.
But he said, he was when Tim Sylvia was the champ, and he was like, yeah, I'd fight him. Hey, you never know what happened. He might fall down. I get his back. I was like,
yo, you're batshit crazy. Dude.
You never know what's gonna happen. He was serious though.
Dead serious.
Look at this. Gabriel Iglesias got a goddamn movie. Kapow! Only in movie theaters, son. Gabriel blow the fuck up. Strictly by word of mouth. No TV show. Just crushing it.
How funny. You got to see him on Chelsea.
Yeah?
And Chelsea's like, how come no TV show? He's like,
I don't need that. Yeah, he doesn't need it.
I'm not showing up anywhere before 12.
He doesn't need it.
He's like, you're fucking crazy.
He was making, before this movie, he was making more on the road than anybody. You would hear about him doing like 9 shows in a row in a club. Just murdering it.
So for the last month, he's been flying into cities. Just flying into cities. Like he took the whole month. Like he usually takes the summer off. Not this year. For the last month, he's just been flying into cities, going into that baddest radio station and saying, what do you motherfuckers want to do tonight?
And then just setting up a show somewhere that night?
That night. Crazy.
Wow. Like at a comedy club, just going there?
Just to promote this movie.
What a smart man. He's a smart man.
He said, fuck it. Just went across America, went to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, sat on the float.
Wow.
Damn, killing it.
Bryan Callen, you sticking around. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, they're in no danger.
They already told us. They told you.
They
don't
call
have
him
to
Mike.
call?
I
There's
call
no
him.
one there.
Call you guys?
Yeah, they
I
said there's
called
no
Mike
one there.
Faberman. Mike
I
Faberman.
Don't mess
him.
with me, guys. What'd they say?
Mike Faberman's covering for you. Don't worry about
I
that.
know I can trust you. I feel like I can trust you guys.
I'm gonna call Jason Tebow. He'll take your
Mike
spot.
Faberman's going to cover for you. He's on.
Mike is?
I told him there was a bunch of broads down there. Mike's excited. He's
I
gonna
love Mike. He's always just walking around like, what the fuck is you?
Yeah,
Hey, bro, how you doing?
somebody was talking some shit to Mike Faberman, and Mike Faberman punched him at the
Really?
Comedy Store a couple weeks ago. And they were telling me about the story. They said, yeah, somebody was talking some shit to one of these comedians. He said, go ahead and punch me. So the guy punched him. I go, oh, it was Mike Faberman. I go, it's probably Mike Faberman. He goes,
right
it's a
away.
big guy with like one of those old school caps, those paperboy
Mike
caps.
Faberman, yeah.
I'm like, that's Mike Faberman. And then yeah, it was Mike Faberman. And then I ran into Mike, and he was laughing. He was like, you knew it was me? I go, yeah, of course, you fucking ape.
Abe?
He's crazy. He's a funny dude, man. A good cook.
That's what I hear.
Mike Faberman cook his
I hear
dick
he can
off.
barbecue his ass
All
off.
you gotta do is put on Facebook, I'm
Ass
having
and
a
dick.
barbecue.
Oh,
They'll
man.
call you within 1 hour and go, look, this is what we're gonna do. Go get 10 pounds of chicken, go do this. Just make sure you got 15 bitches there that suck dick. I want professional dick suckers. I want to see resumes. I want to make sure they had chlamydia or something. I want to make sure I
bit
go
of a
home with a
history.
disease. Yeah, and he
Barbosa
will go
is
there
a
and
monster.
look for you that your shit will die. He
Sounds
will
like
go
a
there.
barbecue I want to be at.
Yeah, he will go 3 hours early, marinate the meat for you, the whole fucking deal. He really is.
he knows
great.
his shit.
Yeah, he really is.
Here's an
great.
interesting statistic. Edson Barboza, only fighter in the UFC ever to stop 2 guys with leg kicks.
Yeah, really.
Mike Lulo and Rafael Oliveira. By the way, that's all in my memory.
Look at that. But
Yeah, I can't think of another guy who stopped 2. I might be wrong, but I can't think of another guy who stopped 2 different people with leg kicks.
Mitrione didn't stop Kimbo with leg kicks?
No, he beat his ass. I mean, the
I thought
leg kicks were
Mitrione
a
went
part
like
of it.
this.
Did he?
I thought Kimbo went like this.
He-
But not
he
2,
tapped.
but I'm just trying to think of some
Maybe.
to leg kicks.
Barboza was all leg kicks with Lulo, Mike Lulo, and then all leg kicks with Rafael
Barboza
Oliveira.
works with Mark Henry, that cat I was telling you about.
Yeah, he loves him. Loves him. Loves going down there. Yeah, that Mark Henry, dude, I was so impressed by your depiction of what that guy does for you.
Yeah,
Made
with
me
Frank Yeager.
made me want you to move there. I don't want to lose you, buddy, but
I know.
go to Jersey.
Go to take your ass to
Move them
cold-ass
up here.
Jersey.
They probably don't want to be there anymore.
Right?
Poor-
I know. Come on,
poor
Mark.
Brendan in Jersey.
Mm.
He'd be very disappointed.
Should be miserable.
You'd be smacking people at the gym every day. You would have to.
Yeah, just
People
in a
would come
bad
up
mood.
to you. Jersey would. It's all like, you don't know my mentality. You know, there's a reason why I'm not fighting in the UFC. A lot of it is my prior convictions. They wouldn't let me in. But if I got in the UFC, bro, you don't
I'd
understand.
go fucking
You
mental.
don't understand. I might not have like the best punch. I might not have the most jiu-jitsu skills or something. But bro, my mentality is I don't lose.
I go fucking mental.
My mentality is I don't lose. Okay, my fucking family would kill me if I lost. I'm gonna press forward. I'm gonna beat your ass, and you're gonna feel that when you're inside that cage with me when that door shuts. When that door shuts and you know my mentality, it fucking comes out of me, bro. It comes out of me. I'm like, I see red. I don't even know who I am. By the time it's over, I'll have a fucking memory loss, but you'll be dead.
You'll be dead.
I'll have memory loss. I won't even remember what happened. It's like I fucking became a monster, man.
That's his jersey. That's
Every
best jersey
guy in Jersey thinks he's something special.
I don't even eat. Just put me in a fucking cage.
Hey.
Throw bottles in there and
I
just
could go
let
in
me
there
loose
drunk.
on Saturday. All right.
I could be Cain Velasquez if I
I
was
don't
drunk.
even need. I fucked Cage up 8 years ago in the tournament. And asked him down on a Saturday in Arizona. I went down there.
Oh, those guys.
He
are the
didn't want to
best.
fucking wrestle with me.
The guys who tell stories are the best.
Oh, or the worst.
Yeah, the best.
The best or the worst.
I beat Kevin Randleman 5 times in the amateurs. Amateur what? Amateur MMA before he came. There's no amateur.
That's
MMA.
never
What the
happened.
fuck
They
are
just
you
make
talking
shit up.
about?
That's the next UFC hidden camera show. Is a fighter to sit with a
I
fucking makeup on.
I wish.
With
Put a
him-
little camera right here.
With a makeup on, like you're just some old guy, sit in the fucking audience.
Yeah, just
during
go into the
5K.
gym. No, you go to the gym and you work out really badly.
No, bro, I'll just go in Gold. I'll just go in Gold's gym. The other day I was doing deadlifts. In the middle of my set, this dude comes up to me. I'm not gonna describe him. Big dude. People figure out it. Huge dude. Headphones on. Goes, bro. I don't know this guy at all. I've seen him maybe twice in there in Gold's. I'm only there out of camp. Bro, middle set. Bro, take my earbud out. What's up, man? That Arlovsky fight. Gotta get better. You gotta get a little more aggressive, man. Your jab. I need more jabs.
Oh no!
I'm not making
in
this
the
up.
middle of a set.
Middle of my set.
I need more jabs.
You know what I did?
What?
And I'm still sensitive about it. I just fought less than 4 weeks ago. I had to collect my thoughts. I went, how many fights do you have, man? He's all, well, none. I did some wrestling, and then I'm like, cool. And I was like, thanks, man. Just put my headphones on. Took every ounce not to snap his dick off in Gold's gym. Every ounce.
How many
Not
fights
to
you
just
guys
grab
have?
it and go, tsh.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you keeping
Well,
it
sit-
together.
That's a good question.
Sit in the fucking
How many
audience
fights-
during a
How
fight.
many fights you got?
In the real audience.
Oh.
Not in the UFC section.
I've
In the
done it,
real
man, when I was
audience.
coming up, for sure.
When you hear them, look at that fucking, and they show up with their girlfriends,
Oh.
all roided up.
Everyone's a blue belt because
With
they
the
bought
s-
a tap-out shirt.
No, with the sleeves cut off, and they sit there holding on to their girlfriend. And after every fight, they're like, "Look at that guy. You see that guy in the corner? I fucked him up at that tournament.
Makes me sick.
I fucked that guy up at the tournament."
You know what
Sean,
else is
watch this
brutal?
again.
I went to see Glory kickboxing.
Yeah.
Fantastic fights. Amazing.
I
It was
heard.
so much fun. Really fun. But when Joe Schilling is fighting, you know, his like one of his sayings is he can't stop crazy.
Yeah.
So they're all yelling, can't stop crazy. Like people in the audience, can't stop crazy, can't stop. He's in the middle of a fucking war with one of the best Muay Thai fighters in the world. He wound up knocking him out in the 4th round. It was a draw after the 3rd round. They fought an additional round, wild round, and Schilling caught him with a wicked right hook on the jaw. In a wild scramble, boom, flatlines him for the first time in his career. First time the dude lost. Anyway, the whole time, can't stop crazy. Girls, guys, fucking everybody thought, like, yelling out, can't stop crazy.
Yeah.
He was going to, like, you know what? You're right.
You can't.
I'm fucking crazy
knocked
now. Woo! Like,
The
not gonna help
best
you.
is when you hear, knock him out, rip his head off,
go to the body.
knock him out.
You're neglecting the body.
I just want to be like, time out. Bitch, I'm trying. I am trying. What do you think I'm trying to do?
What do you hear when you're in there?
How is Barboza?
Nothing. I don't hear any of it.
It's all
I
just
can hear my
numbed out.
coach. I listen to the other corner a lot of the time, but I can hear the corners talking.
But you don't hear the audience. Just
No,
too
never.
zoned in.
You can hear boos and chairs for sure.
Dog, let me tell you how bad Atlantic City is. Insurance didn't even let Ariane go. Like Ariane is not there. They only put Buffer. Like Buffer, you go.
Ariane's got that TV show now, man. She's doing
Overhauling, right?
Dude,
Overhauling?
dude, Evan Dunham just cracked him with a right hook. He landed a right hook in that exchange.
What type of TV show?
She's in Overhaul.
Overhaul.
What's Overhaul?
Overhauling is my
Auto
my
show.
friend Bud's show. Oh snap! That was a show where they take cars, they steal them from people, they fix them up, and then
Okay.
they yeah.
She's Dunham's just. What is Dunham's background? I don't know enough about
Well, he's a
him.
jiu-jitsu black belt. Very
He was
good.
also
all-around.
a ballet guy. I don't think you
He's a
met him.
ballet. We danced.
Those
That's right.
years,
That's
he
why.
was in a
right.
different company.
No, we danced against each other.
Right.
In the Nutcracker.
Yeah, he's got good fucking striking. He landed another right hook on the exchange after that kick. Dude, Evan Dunham is no joke on the feet. That's why I was surprised at them saying that he has to take him down. He's moving real good. And he's training a lot with Ray Sifo. Ray has done a lot of work with him. Kickboxing. Oh, Dunham landed a nice left hand there. That's what I said.
Dunham's been in the freaking tattoo chair. Get tatted up.
Yeah, he's got his back and side are done up.
Ooh, the ribs hurt.
Yeah, that's the most painful spot, apparently. Tagged him. Look at this. Work on that single.
This is good.
One thing that Dunham is, he's fucking relentless.
Yeah,
relentless. He's been jobbed a couple of times too. The Sean Shirk fight. I thought he won that fight.
It's a good fight.
That was a real good fight.
So Sean Shirk is done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean's just had too many injuries. A little too much time in the game.
wrestling.
What about the guy from AKA?
Fitch?
No, the other guy.
Which one?
Koscheck.
Yeah, where is
Josh. He moved.
Right,
to
he opened up his
Fresno's
own
got his
gym.
own gym. Ooh, nice knee to the body there by
Josh
Barboza.
has done it. You know, Josh has been in the game for a long
Right,
time.
right. No, I don't know. I don't see him on any cards coming up.
Yeah, well, he lost to Robbie Lawler, first round knockout. That was his last fight. I don't know if he's got anything scheduled right now.
Remember Dunham was on like this crazy hot streak, and then they gave him Melvin Gilliard, and he knocked him out with that knee.
Gillard was on fire in that fight. That was prime Melvin. When Melvin's
Scary.
on point,
Super
he's
scary.
terrifying. Melvin Gillard on point is like one of the best. One of the
Dunham's
best.
not afraid.
So
He's coming
dangerous.
right in, man. Look at this.
But Donald
Impressive.
Cerrone kind of ate his heart.
Yeah, he did.
That was a crazy fight.
In Denver, that's right.
Yeah.
Crazy fight, back and forth.
Shin kick, and then the right hand behind it wobbled him with the shin kick, and then boom. He shinned him in the head off the left switch. This is an interesting fight, man. But I gave Dunham way more credit than whoever was doing the commentary with the stand-up. He's pretty slick.
Yeah, you did. You called it before. You said one thing people aren't talking about is
Oh,
no.
dude!
Oh,
he got
no.
nailed in the balls.
Oh, my
it looked
God.
like.
No, I
Is
got
that balls
hit
or
in
the
the body?
liver?
In the body. In the body.
Was it?
Yeah, I believe
It's hard
so.
to tell. It looked like he was
That was a
indicating
crazy
that it was
kick.
his balls.
Oh, that was crazy.
Was he indicating that it was his balls, or was he indicating that he got hit in the
No.
He got
body?
hit in the, he got hit in the body.
Well, they'll show it again. They'll show it again. I hope it was the body.
You know what Machido's telling me? If you get kicked in the body like that, what you got to do? Fall to your back, have him get in your guard so you can recover. You can grab him.
Yeah.
Because most guys aren't just going to jump in, so it buys you time.
True.
Since he was a kid, that's what he's learning to do.
4 kick-related
Ooh.
KOs, TKOs, most in
Damn.
UFC
Man, he
history.
kicks. I mean, how do you can't do much
Man,
against that?
Interesting, interesting. I want to see the
that's
replay.
crazy.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see this again.
This is nuts.
Because by the way he was indicating. Oh no! Right in the solar plexus.
Oh, bro, nothing
right,
worse.
Right in the solar plexus. But it didn't look that clean.
No, it didn't.
It was like a foot. Look at this. Let's see it again. Yeah, it grazed him.
Right
Weird.
Up, right up top in the solar plex.
Weird.
Damn.
Weird. Grazed him with the toes.
Barbosa. Gentlemen, I love you.
Wow.
I gotta go.
Oh, you savage.
You guys are. I missed
Go,
the title
go
fight. It
do the
kills
funny.
me.
Look at this, man. Definitely had
his
an impact.
toes got in there, huh?
But yeah, his toes just dug into his solar plexus. Man, crazy.
Oh, look at that. Just right there.
tough.
Crazy.
All right, boys.
Crazy.
Yeah, I
That
never
shows-
thought about when he hit to the body to just go to your butt and recover and have
Mm-hmm.
him try and get in your guard. At least buys you time.
Yeah, and if he doesn't
Leota
do
was
that,
telling me
he
he's
kicks
like-
your legs.
Exactly,
You know?
which is cool. 'cause
Yeah.
You're not going to finish the fight.
Yeah. You know who did that? Vitor, when he fought John Jones.
That's
John
right.
Jones.
That's right.
Front leg side kicking him in the body.
Yep, he went right to his butt.
Yeah, this is one of the rare times you saw front leg side kick being utilized like that, like to the body.
Yep.
John Jones, man.
Scary dude. There's Mark Henry right there.
There he is.
The man, the myth.
When are you going to train with him again?
I don't know,
Go
man.
take some time. Go down there. It's a
I
good
know,
time to
right?
be in New Jersey. Look at powerful. Gabriel Iglesias is blowing the fuck up.
Who's the hottest comics right now? Him and Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Tosh.0?
No. He's a really good comic, but
Tosh
I
is
don't think
big
those,
because
those
Comedy
are-
Central,
yeah.
right?
Those guys are on another level. Him and Kevin Hart's the biggest right now. Kevin Hart's #1.
Killing it.
Cat Williams is on his way back. I'll tell you that. I saw his new shit.
He's so funny, dude.
Cat Williams' new shit is hilarious, dude. He had a new thing that somebody filmed like on and put it up on YouTube. I don't know if it's up anymore because I think it was like his new special that
was
somebody
just
like
trying
filmed in the audience. It was like an audience YouTube camera. Dude, kid's on fire. He's back 100%. And I didn't like his last special. I didn't think his last special was like as focused. I didn't think it was as good as his previous shit.
Getting arrested every fucking day. How can you be focused?
Dude, it's funny. His
No,
new
he's
shit
gotta
is
be funny now.
Why was he getting arrested so much?
Getting crazy.
Just getting crazy.
Talking about
He's
drugs.
getting crazy.
Talking about some
I
drugs.
don't know. He's getting crazy.
Well, you don't do that if you just eat McDonald's.
You know what, dude? I don't think you can get a fucking real comedian that's not at least partially crazy. Whenever I hear a funny guy who's doing some crazy shit, you
There's
hear
some
about him doing
demons or
something.
Demons? So if you're funny, you got some demons?
I don't know if it's demons, but impulsive. Comedians are nuts. The ability to go up there and get into a cage and duke it out with some dude, to the average person, they're not going to understand you. So when you start telling crazy stories, they're not
scares
gonna,
them away. Really.
Yeah, they're not going to know, who is this fucking guy? The guy like me, I embrace that. I say, it's so warm. I'm like, yes, tell me more. Like my friend Tate, same way. Like Tate will tell you some crazy fucking stories. You just want to give him a hug and giggle with him.
For sure.
You know, because he's a savage and he loves fellow savages, you know? You run into a dude that is living a life like yours. You know, if you're some cat that's like a doctor or a lawyer or tries to keep it on the up and up all day, they're not going to know what the fuck to do with you. Well, a lot of comics are the same way, man.
Plus, they tell you some stupid-ass stories.
Yeah, a lot of comics are the same way,
really?
man. A lot of comics are just maniacs. I mean, I keep it together as much as possible, but I know a lot of comedians that are just maniacs, and you hear about them doing something crazy, and you're like, yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah. So when you hear about a guy like Cat Williams, who's funny as fuck, just getting arrested all over the place and doing nutty shit and screaming at an audience, you're like, yeah, he's got a fucking got an engine in there, man. Yeah. Sometimes that fucker overheats. Sometimes he blows a rod.
I think the toughest thing, maybe it's the same with comics, is you guys are on the road and you got to be on. There's so much stimulus all the time. Is when I get home, I have anxiety. I can't like sit down and relax. I have to make myself busy. I have to have stuff going on.
Really? Well, I have a family, so it's very different. So when I get home, I chill out. I just hang out with the little ones and just have a good time. Yeah. I like to get in the pool and relax. I've learned how to do that.
Yeah, I bet.
Over the last few years of my life, I've learned how to really, really relax and just shut my phone off. Don't answer any emails. Don't look at my, I don't do anything. I don't read the news. I don't do shit for hours at a time.
Because if I don't do anything, then I feel like I'm slacking, being lazy.
Well, there's certain times that I definitely feel like that too. There's definitely times that I feel like that too. But as long as I've covered all my bases, as long as I get all my shit done, but I can't enjoy a vacation if I don't get all my shit done. I've also found that. Yep. Then if I haven't got my shit done, it eats at me. I get anxiety.
Dude, like I went to Cancun after that Arlovsky fight. Literally all I could think about was the Arlovsky fight and how I'm going to change training. Yeah. All I did. You could have put me in Nebraska and it'd been the exact. It wouldn't matter where I was. Right. The beach was great to me. None of that mattered. The food I could care less about.
You're just thinking about the most important thing.
That's it.
Yeah, it's no way around that, man. If you want to get great at something, you have to have madness. And the only way you're ever really going to appreciate like a significant growth moment in your life, like a big loss where you just really felt like shit, is you got to feel that pain. True. You got to feel that pain so it motivates a change. You got to feel that pain so that you up your training. Crazy, man. He towed him.
That's weird. Not a hard shot. Nothing in Evan Dunham's defense, or nothing's worse than getting hit there, man.
It's true, but Dunham is tough as shit.
A beast.
It's just so unusual.
I agree.
Seeing him get lit up like that. Wow. I mean, it's crazy because that easily could have been in any other fight. I mean, no doubt about it. It hurt like fucking hell. I mean, Evan Dunham is tough as shit. If he went down,
there's a reason.
There's a reason. But in any other fight, that would have just been an exchange where nothing happened and the fight kept going. Weird. Barboza can crack, though. That's what that's all about.
Barboza's a beast.
Yeah, he kicks fucking hard,
It's fucking 11 o'clock in New Jersey. And these savages are still out.
And it's Wednesday night.
Not even, it's Wednesday night, and these savages are still out. Most of them still have to do it too. Oh, shit.
Rhonda's
There's
girl.
2 fights.
Rhonda's roommate.
Jessamine Duke.
Jessamine Duke. One of the 4
horsewomen.
Horsewomen. I don't even know what you call them.
Yeah, what is that about?
One of the 4
horsewomen.
Well, it's Jessamine, the other girl who fights in the UFC, Marina, and Rhonda.
Ooh, this chick moves good. That chick moves good.
She's part of the squad. She's on the Rhonda program.
Yeah, but there's another one, her opponent.
The other one's a beast.
Yeah, her opponent.
Super beast.
Moves good.
Yep. I think she took out an 8-day notice, too.
Frankie Edgar said he'd fight Uriah Faber at 140.
Ooh, I'd love to see that fight.
If the right situation arises, he says. Holy shit.
Be a great fight.
Why don't they just fight at 145?
I agree. Well,
Uriah fought at 145 before. He could do it.
I agree.
For Frankie, that's got to be a hard-ass cut. Another 5 more pounds?
I bet he could do it.
Look at Mel Gibson hating Jews, still making motherfucking movies. That badass motherfucker.
I guess this is the Stallone production. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, they film in Bulgaria because you don't have to pay the same, I guess, taxes, and you don't have to get like permits to blow shit up. So he does it in Bulgaria because they're just like, cool, dog. Blow up whatever you want.
Stallone. Gotta
Stallone.
admire him. There's never been a dude closer to 70 that's still kicking ass in a convincing manner.
I agree.
He just jumped off a building onto a helicopter in a movie, and he's 70.
Straight up.
Just jumped off of a fucking building onto a helicopter.
You know what
and
kind
he's
of
70 like this, with only one lip that moves.
Bro, you know what kind of chicken heads he's dealing with?
Oh my
Sylvester
goodness.
Stallone.
50-year-old chicken heads.
Fuck.
You got to up your chicken head, the number, the age, where you tolerate them.
Wasn't
You think? I don't think. I think he's fucking with 23, 24-year-olds.
He won't take pictures with women. Did you know that?
Because his wife.
Yeah, remember somebody was telling
Yeah.
us? Was I with you?
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to
Doesn't take pictures with women. No women.
Because you don't want to deal
take
with the
a picture
drama.
With another man and a woman, but no women.
You know what?
That's interesting.
Arnold's the same
Yeah.
exact way. Arnold's the same way.
Yeah, too late, Arnold.
Yeah,
Too
the
fucking
time.
late.
Me and him
cocksucker.
took a picture, and he goes, "Oh," and he had his assistant get in. I was like, "I don't know this bitch." They get this assistant in here.
Put her in the
He
picture.
did that every time. Yeah, every time.
time.
It has to be for some reason because, you know, these chicken heads are gonna keep it and then post say, "No, look at this. We were here." And then he raped me or whatever the bullshit. they're talking about.
It certainly probably can happen. Boom, bop, 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 bop. So the next fight is
Jessamine, Duke.
yeah, Jessamine Duke. I think that fight already happened, son.
It did.
Yeah, it already took place. So Cerrone Miller is the next fight.
No,
Oh,
they're gonna put it in to match the time.
yeah.
They're gonna put it in to match the time. Probably
Yeah.
ended early or some shit. So.
Oh no, it did happen early. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but it probably ended early, so it'll be a fast fight. I'm sorry.
Maybe not. You know, first round stoppage, and right now it's only 8:15.
So they gotta fill. They
9 to
'cause we have
10.
They
not-
gotta fill
They-
45 minutes.
this-
I told you.
Yeah, 45
So this
minutes.
is probably
Yeah.
a first round fight.
Yeah. Damn.
And they'll put the other one in. There you go. 9 o'clock. It's over.
Powerful women's bantamweight bout.
Dana White still not making a fucking appearance in Atlantic City. I told you. He's up in his room with 18 fucking bodyguards. They even called Kimbo Slice back in just a guard out there.
Dukey's got some long reach, son. Oh shit! Good right hand by the other girl.
Jessamine only has, I think her record's 3-1. Real quick.
Yeah, she
For you
lost
guys
her last
listening.
fight. Right?
Yeah, she's 3-1. I think might be 4-1.
Who did she fight in her last fight?
She fought homegirl who threw up the 4. What's her name? Has that weird name. Brazilian.
Amanda Nunez.
No, I forget her name. Betch.
Oh, Petra O'Hara.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they were shocked that she lost that fight, but I didn't think
I agree. I didn't think it was.
I didn't think it was shocking.
Yep.
Like they were like, "What the hell?" Like her whole corner was like, "What?"
Oh, I know.
And I was like, "Come on, did you watch the fight?" She didn't do much. She's talented though. She's got good striking. I like her length too. For
Yeah,
a chick,
super long. She just has to use her reach.
good front kick to the body. It's got to be really hard being a lot of these girls knowing that Ronda is at the top of the food chain. It's just the level of athleticism you're dealing with when you're dealing
Damn,
with
she's
her.
getting blasted, son.
She is.
She's just standing straight up.
One of these chicks probably got a picture around her wall. She's drinking raw eggs. It's going to be just like fucking Rocky 20 years later. Take it to the fucking ropes. 5 rounds. They'll do a rematch. They'll sell the most fucking pay-per-views. Chael Sonnen will make a comeback by then. EPO free. Fucking everything fucking free. They'll give him somebody.
Hey, what are they going to do? Speak of this, okay? Well, Brian was talking about this guy, Aubrey de Grey, that he interviewed recently, who's a anti-aging specialist. If they do figure out a way to reverse aging, what the fuck would they do if all of a sudden Randy Couture looked like he was 30 years old again and he's inside the octagon?
Be dope.
How
Super dope.
weird would that? How weird? Whoa,
Oh,
damn,
shit.
this girl's
shit.
teeing off.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my
shit.
goodness.
Great
You
body
better
shot.
call
I
Ronda.
told you this
You
chick
better get
looked
Ronda
good.
on the phone, cocksucker.
Oh, this fight's over,
You better
son.
call Ronda on the bat phone. It's over.
Wow, I told you she looked good.
Yeah, she did look good.
That chick can
8-day
strike.
notice, son.
That
8-day
chick,
notice.
she
8-day
took
notice,
this fight in 8
yeah.
days?
Yeah,
Damn,
look.
she can strike, man. She can strike.
You better watch out. You beat her any faster, you're going to piss Ronda off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got a fight on your hands, son.
Well, All you have to do is have a few of those, and you're gonna have a fight on your hand anyway.
Oh, one more in the women's division.
Yeah,
you're straight.
you're at the
What? You're
title.
ranked number 2. Your record's 3-0. You're in.
You won your fight. You are now the #1 contender. What? It's my first UFC
Boom,
fight.
boom, boom.
She's
Yeah,
got
very
good
nice, guys.
good technique.
Bam,
The body
bam.
Look
shot.
at-
The body
Yeah,
shot.
she ain't
Also, look
fucking
how she
around.
keeps her chin tucked this whole time. Her
Body-
chin is
that
tucked.
left-
Oh man!
Boom.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
Yeah,
she's
she ain't
on
fucking
fire.
around.
Look at that left to the body, the
back
right,
it.
boom,
Oh,
knee to the shoulder,
shit.
and she even adjusted the knee when she saw she was going down and went to the shoulder.
She's not eating for a week now at the Ronda household.
No.
You lost.
You lost.
We
Yeah,
don't
it's
do
over.
that.
Damn.
And this bitch here, she ain't fucking around. That
She-
bitch
it's
look
actually-
like a Puerto Rican chick from Amherst. She was throwing kicks and
From
punches.
Amherst,
She ain't-
Massachusetts.
She ain't fucking around.
A Puerto Rican chick from Larry Kelly's neighborhood.
They ain't fucking around. Look, El Nino's shirt on. She's
Wow.
look at.
that
I'm
sucks.
telling you, Buff is the only one they sent on this mission.
Damn. She's
Nobody
tough.
else showed up.
Bro, I
tough.
flew on the plane with Buffer from the
Oh
expo.
no!
That
Please,
dude
you
just
didn't.
stories
That
are
didn't happen.
classic.
Did you? I have to earbud with him. Otherwise,
We
I-
talked the entire 50 minutes nonstop about girls.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh yeah,
Don't tell me
classic.
anymore.
it's classic.
Don't tell me anymore because I'll start crying. Powerful John Anik with a sweet purple tie on.
I hate how guys wear 3-piece suits.
Leslie Smith throwing down. Very impressed.
7-5,
She's tough, man.
super tough.
Yeah, I don't like the 3-piece suit either. They gave me a jacket. I stopped wearing the jacket. I wore the jacket for a little while, but I'm
You're
like,
Joe
come
Rogan,
on.
dog.
What am I wearing this
Joe
jacket?
Rogan. Yeah,
Not
what are
only
you
that,
trying to do?
I'm built like a bridge troll. They don't really make jackets.
No,
that
well
work.
they do. You look like Odd Job from James Bond.
They don't work.
We don't want that.
Yeah, I look very boxy.
Yes.
Because to a man with narrow shoulders like a John Anik, more of a feminine gentleman, beautiful man,
Beautiful man.
perfect skin.
Kenny Florian to pull off a suit
perfect.
now.
He can pull off a suit. I look like an ape. I look like someone trying to dress up a monkey.
I love
can't-
me some suits.
I just can't have that extra clothing. I just got too much
It's not you either.
east
you know
and
what I'm
west
saying? It's
going.
just
Yeah, I
not
feel like
you.
a loser.
Yeah,
I
I feel
wear-
like a loser.
I
I
do.
put a suit on. I feel like a loser.
I do. I'm not kidding. I feel like some guy.
You feel
who's
uncomfortable.
Sucking the man's dick. Sucking dick for the man with my fucking
Sucking
suit
dick
on.
for the man. Had you in a 3. They could have started you off in something a little more subtle. Can't put you in a 3-piece.
gotta get a nice neck choke in there. Show you traditional. I'm very traditional with my ties.
It's just pathetic. It's a silly outfit. And not only that, it's an outfit that leaves you vulnerable to attack. I don't like having a fucking handle around my neck.
Yeah, it's
You know?
tough.
I'm sorry. I've been
Yeah,
collar choked a
for
gang of
sure.
times.
Super uncomfortable.
I've been Ezekiel'd many a day. I've been caught with that fucking clock choke that guys get. You
Where
know
they
that
come
where
around?
they go like that and they go
Yeah.
under the arm. That's nasty. That's a nasty choke, and that's all about your collar. Why would you have a tie on? If you had a tie on and it's a strong tie, you're a dead man.
You're screwed.
You're a dead man.
Well, they weren't thinking about that because no
But
one's worried about
the
that.
thing
Oh
is,
shit!
oh, it's coming next. If a guy has a tie on, okay, and you slip your hand around that knot, so it's not going to change, so it's not going to slip in or out.
Yeah.
You're controlling that knot, and then you start cranking,
Yeah.
and you get it like you get side control on this motherfucker, and you start cranking on that
He's
knot.
out.
He's a dead man.
Yeah,
That's
screwed.
if you decide he's dead, he's dead. You left a handle on your
if,
neck.
if you do, if
Yeah.
if Billy from the 9 to 5 office does it, they're straight. You know.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I'm saying someone who's choked guys before, someone who just any strong person who understands the move. It's not a complicated move. Ezekiel chokes.
No.
You know, anything like where you're collar choking. I
Carwin
could teach you
did it
that.
with 2 fingers, just friggin' snap your neck.
But
dog.
if you teach somebody, this one where you reach back with the hand like the karate chop and you grab
Yeah.
the back of the neck and then you do this one right here.
you get through it.
God
really
damn,
good.
there's so much power in that. You teach someone that first day, they kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
First day.
First day they got a submission.
There's Brendan looking sexy as fuck. No 3-piece suit. Note it, ladies and gentlemen.
No, sir. Well, it's UFC now, yeah. No, I'll rock a nice jacket, but 3-piece, no.
Yeah. UFC Fight Pass. I'm a member.
Fight Pass, who's not a member?
I love the fact they're putting all this. They're being proactive, putting all these fights on the internet. In the future, that's going to be where it's at, man.
For sure.
You're going to have a Fight Pass app that's going to be on your televition or just whatever, and you're going to be able to watch
Well, that's
shit
like
live.
Apple TV, right? Apple
Yeah.
TV, Netflix, all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. Powerful Brian Stan. A little too handsome, a little too big. Standing next to Brian.
They look a little weird. It looks like he won them in a
Yeah, John Anik.
some sort of
John-
contest.
John Anik has different hands. Donald Cerrone, Jim Miller, 6 and 7. Oh shit!
Damn, that's a beast of a.
What a division. What a division. I hope Josh Thompson gets some good fights in. You know, he's like 35, 36 now.
He was going to retire, right? He was thinking about last one.
He's thinking about retiring. I think it was just...
Don't give him that number 4, though. Don't give Thompson number 4. Khabib? What?
No joke. Don't give anybody that guy.
No, he's also another guy where everyone's like, who wants to fight Khabib? Everyone's like, I don't know. Maybe next week. Oh, I got something coming up. No, you don't.
Who wants to throw down with the crazy Q-tip?
What?
When he comes out with that...
The Russian
Kyrgyzstan
hat, right?
crazy hat on.
That
shit is warm.
Good.
It's very comfortable.
Scary good.
Yeah, his wrestling is no joke, and he's aggressive as fuck. Plus, he comes from a place where death is just a normal part of life. You know, it's a very dangerous part of Russia.
Well, they showed him freaking choking out grizzly bears and shit at 4 years old while I was playing grab ass.
Here we go, man. God damn, this is gonna be a fun fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. I hope it goes a little while so we can see the game plans. Donald has that tricky jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And then Jim Miller just has that straight traditional badass black belt jiu-jitsu.
He fucking submitted Comoins. Now that's big, man.
Huge.
That's
the
big.
armbar?
Yeah.
What?
From the guard.
From the guard,
yeah.
son.
Comoin's a Hoyler Gracie black belt, old school jiu-jitsu black belt, who's been around a while. Fabricio's known for his jiu-jitsu. So for him to be on top, and for the way he did it too was so slick. Slid that shin across the face and then slapped that bitch on. Jim Miller's got a serious fucking guard. Real technical guard.
I mean, if these two grappled, if it was just a straight like Metamorphs or something like that, or in Worlds, Jim Miller would, I think, kind of own Cerrone on the ground.
Really? You think so?
I do.
Wow.
I think he'd put just because his position, he does a lot more jiu-jitsu in a gi. He's known for his jiu-jitsu.
Wow.
However, in the UFC, Donald has these couple of moves where you just can't duplicate in practice, and by the time you realize you're caught in it, it's too late.
How do you think this fight goes down?
Oh, man.
Does it depend on which Donald Cerrone shows up?
Yeah, I mean, look, we all know how talented Donald is, and sometimes, more times than not, he's showing up and you're in trouble. I think Donald has a lot more ways to finish this fight, but I think it's the toughest fight Donald's had in a long time.
Wow. Yeah, I would agree with you with that. I think it's a real close fight. And I think that Donald, when he's on, and he's been on a lot lately, he seems to me like a dude who's turned the corner. Like he realizes that, you know what, he might have had some lapses in his career where he didn't fight at his best.
Donald's also a guy who is a wild... When I talk about not being able to rest, not being able to turn it off, you're talking about Donald, who's wrestling freaking Jaguars and shit and jumping off mountains and driving Harley Davidsons into walls and shit. Like, he's a whole nother level. And now, Donald's not single anymore. He has a fiance who's kind of calmed him down, so now he's focused more on fighting. I think he's won every fight since... I mean, the Dos Anjos fight he lost.
What is he coming out to? What songs he got?
Cowboy?
No, what is this?
Always CCR.
She was a long, cool woman in a black dress.
Yep.
Always CCR.
Dang, look at him.
He looks like he's ready to have some fun.
Yeah.
How crazy it! He's born in Sparta, New Jersey.
Sparta high school. Sparta High.
That's hilarious, though. I mean, you want to talk about a perfect place for a fighter to be born. Sparta.
Both you guys are from New Jersey?
Yeah.
Born.
Well, he's from Cuba.
You're from Cuba. Yeah.
This is crazy, man.
Such a good fight.
I love this fight. Very excited. Can't believe it's about to happen. This is the best feeling. Not the best, but it's a great
good,
feeling.
Yeah.
Like right before a big fight starts and you know it's going to go down. Ooh, boy. There's something about being there live, too, that gives an extra little kick when you're like cage side for Chris Weidman, Lyoto Machida, right before that shit went down. I was just goosebumpy. My feet were, my heels were bobbing up and down. I was like, oh, crazy, shit. Man. You know, jumping my knees up and down. I was like, oh, my goodness, here we go. Especially a fight where you don't know what the fuck is going to happen, man. Like this one. Like the Machida-Weidman fight, man, I was blown away.
Me too. I've never been so impressed with a fighter. With Weidman, I was like, damn, he's the truth.
He's an animal.
Straight animal.
He's a tank. Ran through everything Machida threw at him. Machida staggered him in the 5th round. He's still waving him on. Like, come on.
That's a champ, man.
Come on.
That's a champ.
Yeah, he's an animal, man. For his run, he's going to have, well, he's right now in his prime, you know, he's at his best right now. He's a tough guy to beat.
He's super tough to beat.
For a long time.
I think jock raising could give him some issues.
Maybe.
I think he's going to do well against Vitor if that is next.
I think Vitor's going to have a real problem with his hormones.
That's what I think, too.
But if he doesn't...
I think Luke Rockhold's going to be a tough matchup for him.
Luke Rockhold's a tough matchup for everybody. He's tough for everybody.
He's long. He's big.
Mm-hmm. You know, he caught TRT Vitor in his prime.
When you mean caught, you mean when he kicked his eye off?
Yeah, when Vitor wheel kicked him in the
when
head.
He flew 18 hours to Brazil and got kicked in the face? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he caught TRT Victor.
You don't want
Vitor
that.
at his very prime.
Let's go, cowboy.
It's going to be interesting to see what the difference is in his performance now that they're telling him he can't take testosterone anymore.
I agree.
Very interesting. People don't think that's a big factor.
What? It's night and day.
It's a totally different world.
It's like taking a playbook from Peyton Manning and being like, yeah, let's see how he does.
Well, it's like changing your body structure and giving your body the thing that it needs to recover the most. I mean, there's a bunch of
Especially
factors.
at his age, though.
Yeah, exactly. His age and, you know, all those years of sparring and training and fighting. Here we go, baby. Woo! Powerful Atlantic City.
They don't give a fuck. They all want this to be over, so they go to White Castle and get down. That's what they're really throwing down tonight. They're busting out the fucking hammers and the left hooks. It's over after this. These motherfuckers are fired up.
Isn't it funny that they put Vaseline all over your face and then you grapple and your head goes to a guy's chest and then your shoulders go to the guy's chest and then you got Vaseline on your shoulders.
Covered in
and
it.
then, you know, you both are scrambled on the ground, so his back and your back and everybody's covered in Vaseline.
True. I don't like how long Cowboys' shorts are.
You remember the old days when they used to let the corners put Vaseline on?
Yeah, what?
Before Phil Nurse?
Dude.
Phil Nurse was rubbing it on GSP's chest and pretending like, oh, we're doing voodoo on him. Bitch, you putting Vaseline
That's
on
straight
him.
Vaseline.
You just put Vaseline on his face, and now you're coming up with some reason why you need to do circles around his chest with your greasy-ass hand? Because GSP was seeing this dude who called himself the witch doctor, and he had all these weird things. We'd line your chakras, and they would rub the chest and touch the back of your head, and all this good
That shit worked, though. That fool's undefeated. It worked. It worked. So the voodoo killer Matt Serra said, "Nuh-uh,
It was actually post Matt Serra that he was doing all that.
It makes sense. You got that guy's number? Let me know.
Well, that's the one who's married to his ex-manager who's suing him.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. They used to call homeboy the witch doctor. Powerful Dan Murgliata rocking the gray beard like a gangster. Oh, boy, here we go. This is going to be interesting, too, because Miller's from New Jersey.
Miller's from New Jersey. Cowboy's a slow starter. Miller's not.
Yeah, crazy local power energy coming towards Jim Miller. The whole town of Sparta's in the house. Everyone's wearing
but the
camo.
last time Miller fought in New Jersey was against Healy, and Healy schooled him.
That was a tough
Healy
fight
was
for him.
smoking reefer.
It's true.
Remember at East
It's true.
Rutherford, they fought, so...
And he won both bonuses, then lost them because he tested positive for marijuana, right?
Tested positive for marijuana.
That was not a good fight for Miller.
No.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn, he's a 205 underdog. That's surprising.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because of that Pat Healy fight. Like, that was the last time they saw him here in New Jersey.
That's true, but Pat Healy and Donald Cerrone are completely different fighters.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, completely different styles, no doubt.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah, why do you think he wears those long, crazy shorts?
He usually doesn't do that. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, they're slid up the side. He's not going to have a hard time kicking with them. But my only issue ever with those shorts, even if you get penalized, you're still grabbing. Like, spandex is the way
if you
to
grab
go.
the short and take someone down, say, hey, Schaub, don't grab the shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, I'm in full amount. Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, won't do it again, Herb. My bad.
It's like when someone grabs a fence to avoid a takedown. That should immediately be a point off. Immediately be a point off. You
point
cannot-
off, or you start
Point
down.
off.
Or you're like, no,
Or
you touch it, you're down.
Yeah, something along those lines. Because you can't just allow someone to stop a takedown and then they can land a big shot. By the way, Jose Aldo, Chad Mendez, exactly what happened.
Yep.
Aldo grabs the cage, and then boom, lands a knee to the face of Mendez.
That fight's getting intense.
Woo! Ooh, they're talking a lot of shit.
He accused Mendez of PEDs, right?
And then Mendez accused him of PEDs.
Because backing out of the fight.
He said he backed out of the fight right after random drug testing was announced. Because he didn't want to do what happened to.
Might have been the best thing for the fight for it to get canceled. Ooh, Cowboys starting out fast.
Yeah, juice up the interest in it.
Yeah,
Cowboys got that nice knee to the body. I was just talking about that. The nice knee to the body he does off that right leg.
The only problem is with a guy like this, he's going to time that knee and take him down eventually.
Maybe. That right is nasty, though. That knee to the body is
super
painful.
Nasty. It makes you hesitate on all your shots.
Fucking hurts, man. Ooh, he did it again. He's looking for it again.
Big left, Doug.
Oh, good to the body.
Cowboy just needs to get his sweat on. He needs to be about 2 minutes in, and he'll be straight. It's early. He scares me.
Well, that early war with Barboza, man, that was fantastic.
That was when he hit with the jab, but before that, he was in trouble.
Well, he was getting caught, but he looked okay. I mean, obviously, he was fine, but Barboza really tried to take it to him. Barboza knows the knock on him, jumps on him, and Barboza works with Henry, right? There's that knee to the body
Mark
again,
Henry.
too. Well, they know.
So
they know to jump on him.
Oh, yeah.
So Miller's got him up against Cage here. This is very interesting here. See, Donald's got sharp knees.
Knees and elbows.
Yeah, in the clinch. Very sharp. Interesting, though, the difference between a guy like that. There it is. There it is.
You got to be careful with Donald down here, though. Like I said, he's tricky. He's trying to set up a triangle right now. See how he has it? Oh, nice, Donald.
Scramble. Beautiful scramble. Damn, very nice.
Wrist
very
control.
Nice.
And get straight.
Threaten off the back. And then get that back up to his feet in the transition.
Oh,
nice straight right. Nice straight right. Another one.
Cowboy for a while there was in Denver just wrestling all the time. Wrestling nonstop.
Who was he wrestling with?
Lee Bowling, our old wrestling coach. Shane Carmen, my wrestling coach.
I like that he stops him with that left knee just to create distance, to put space in between him and Miller. He's very good at using his knees, both offensively and defensively. He's like more offensive, it seems, with the right knee, but that left knee, very good defensively. Ooh.
Dang,
there's that right knee
up
again.
That left hand. He's faking the takedown coming up top.
Good kick to the body by Miller. This wrestling coach, where does he coach out of?
Out of Muscle Farm Gym. Legit wrestling coach.
Muscle Farm Gym looks pretty badass, man. That's one of the places where Rampage trained back in the day, right?
Yeah, back in the day,
opened.
and now they lend it to the I guess you call them really the elevation team with Leaster Bowling. It's like Nate Marquardt, Leaster Bowling, all those cats.
Okay.
Cody Donovan, Brandon Thatch.
And so that's where Donald goes to work on his wrestling?
Yeah, well, he was a year and 2 years ago. Last time I was there, he was there every day.
Does Donald stay in Albuquerque or does he live in Colorado?
I think he lives in Colorado. He has a place in both, I want to say. He has the ranch in Albuquerque where he has a bunch of people and farms and, dogs and shit, cats.
Damn. Miller's got the clinch. Oh, beautiful takedown. Look at that.
Great
hard
transition.
whizzer
Great
by
whizzer.
Cerrone. Back to the feet, knee to the body in the fucking clinch. Nice. This fight has put Joey Diaz to sleep.
No. I'm just watching.
That's a word.
What the fuck is going on? This is beautiful.
It's a great fight. I just want Cowboy, which he is, I just want to get to the second round. We're going to see some shit.
He's doing very well in this fight.
Yeah, Miller's struggling with the reach.
The reach, and also in closing, Donald has
Transitions.
so many weapons.
And in the transitions, he'll get him down, and Donald's not staying there. He's moving right away, not letting him control him.
Damn.
Which is what you got to do.
That was a nice exchange right there.
Yeah,
well, he's also, Donald's been able to get right back. Oh, nice uppercut. Donald's been able to get up to his feet. Look at this. Donald's grabbing with him. Minute to go. Donald's trying to take him down. This is nuts.
The body lock. He's going to try
That's-
tripping him, pulling him off and tripping
That's a
him.
will breaker, right? If Donald gets him to the ground, starts bashing
It
him.
really is when you're not thinking about it.
Look at that. He
You're
didn't
like,
think it
damn.
was coming.
Yep.
And he's so comfortable in the transitions that he decides to try to take you to the ground and constantly pressing forward. Good pressure by Cerrone. Oh, good right hand by Miller. Nice short right
It's
hook.
a great fight, people.
Oh,
This is a
good
great
left.
motherfucker right here.
Nice short right
I'm
hook
telling you,
by
people,
Miller.
you don't want this thing to end early. We want this. We want this going 4th, 5th round.
Yeah, please.
I don't
1
have-
of 5.
I don't have shit to do. Let's take this to the 5th. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn. That's right. I forgot this was a 5-rounder. This
Yes,
is.
sir.
Oh, man. Donald's starting to get to him. Beautiful first round. Beautiful
One
first
round for Cowboy, I'd say.
Yes. I like how they keep the upper right-hand corner. They keep the fight on. That's pretty cool, isn't
That's
it?
dope.
So you still get your commercials in, but I get to see if anybody quits in between rounds or something happens, or if they're pointing to a part in the body.
Oh, Lord, please help me. Tremendous.
What's the matter, Joey?
Nothing.
What do you want the Lord to help you about?
Tremendous little fucking fight.
That was a tremendous round. I'll tell you that.
Great fight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Similar. I knew that Miller was getting a lot of shots,
Gotta pee again.
but I had a feeling, don't worry, bro. Bathroom's right there, and we're here for you.
All stressed out.
Damn. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Down. Do down. Do 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 do. Down. Down down. Do 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 down.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
That knee again, that fucking knee to the body is nasty. He throws that so well, it just makes you, it fucks up your timing coming in. Ooh, nice leg kick too, and a good straight right behind it. Oh, he's going up high. Again with that knee. I like how he drives forward with that knee too. Good power in that right knee. Donald Cerrone's starting off this round strong. Another strong knee to the body. Oh, good right kick by Miller. Oh, front kick to the body. He's hurt. He's hurt. That's it.
Oh, dang. Well, no. What are you doing, Dan?
He's saying it's a groin shot. He's saying it's a groin shot.
Wow, that
Donald's
was a
saying
body
it's
shot.
not.
That
Donald's
was a
saying it's
body
not.
shot, son.
Look at see. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. I thought it was a front kick to the body.
Yep.
Yeah, it did clip the cup on the way up, but
Bro.
it's the body that
That was
got
a straight
it.
body
Oh
that
my
got them.
goodness, they're gonna keep the fight going? Yo, that is crazy.
Shouldn't he get 5 minutes? Or did he say, let's do it right
I
now?
don't know,
Because he doesn't
man.
look recovered.
I
Dang,
don't
Donald
know.
had that. That'll mess with your mentality, man, when you think the fight's over. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I think that was a front kick. to
Ooh,
the
great
body.
body kick.
Ooh. Yeah, he's just gonna go straight to the body. He knows he's hurt now. Oh, Jim's trying
Jim's
to take him
forced to
down.
kind of wrestle, you know?
Yeah,
That's his
front
background.
Kicks, front kicks are coming, son.
Dang,
Nice
that leg kick is
and a beautiful
nasty.
sidestep too.
A confident Donald, good luck with that. Once he's feeling it like he is right now, he's going to start getting creative. What?
Wow, another front kick to the body. Man, I'm not happy with that. That was a front kick to the body, man. I mean, he kind of grazed the cup coming in, but it was the body shot that he went down to.
Yes.
That's crazy.
How do you play that, though? Because Dan thinks it's a groin shot,
I don't know. What can he
and
do?
he can't let Cowboy
Yeah.
finish him off.
I think you have to watch the replay.
And then
if
what-
the
but what do
replay
you do?
shows it's a body shot, you stop it.
You know, it's over for Donald?
No.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Donald wins.
Yeah,
Yeah, if the replay showed that, what we saw, I say the fight stopped.
I agree. Because
He went to it again. Now he's hurt.
Ooh, threw a big right hand.
He went to it again.
Dang.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at
He's
him.
just
Oh, he's just kicking
Dang,
that fucking
son.
stomach. Look at
Oh,
him.
How
head
tough
kick.
Oh,
is Jim
shit.
Miller?
tough as shit. Jim Miller might still win this fight, son. He might still win this fight.
Hometowns keep him in it right
anything
now.
can
Oh,
happen.
shit.
Oh, man. Donald was
Fucking- even if
lighting
Bon-
him
even
up
if
with that
fucking-
He's going
front
to try
kick.
taking him down.
Bon Jovi could show up right now. Look at his poor fucking fucking Bon Jovi could show up with the whole band right now. What are you talking about?
Not even Bruce Springsteen cage side could save
Fuck
him.
that.
Oh, tried to switch kick. He's worried about that front kick
Yeah,
to the
he's
body.
worried.
Look
gonna
how
get-
low his hand is.
Yeah,
Donald's
yeah.
going to switch kick him in the face, I think.
Well, he just tried. But Miller covered it with his right shoulder. Ooh, nice
good kick.
inside leg kick by Miller. He can't run into anything because Miller tried to catch him with that right
Look
hand.
how
when he was
red his
running
whole
in.
body is. His whole body just tagged up.
His organs are fucking
Ooh,
done.
Donald's going to switch it up.
Ooh, but he's throwing a lot of kicks too.
He is. I don't want this fight to end.
I don't want it to end, but I think it should have ended.
Me too, but now that's not. I want Cowboy to win, just not yet.
That's a crazy bad ref call.
Horrible call.
Ooh, I like that inside leg kick.
Me
Damn.
too. It's doing work. It's the only thing that's working for him, really.
Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God.
Son?
He's hearing Bon Jovi right now. Right now, he's hearing fucking Slippery When Wet backwards.
Shot through
Oh,
the
my
heart.
God. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Flame.
He's not good in New
Give
Jersey.
love a bad name.
Damn. That was spectacular.
Look at they just sent Joe Silva to shake his hand. He's back on the hunt for fucking.
That was
tough women.
spectacular. Well, you know what? Joe Silva is on the ball. I'm sure he thought that first one was a stoppage. He should have stopped him with that first one. Donald was just complaining about something.
I think he said it should have been stopped.
Should have been stopped. He's right. He's right. Look at this.
Boom!
Set it up with the punch.
Right
that
there.
shit is perfect. That is a perfect shin to the head. That was.
He looked low and
Look
came
at
high.
this. Look, he shielded it with the right hand. Look at that.
Boom!
That right hand was designed just to stick out there. And the shin was coming behind it the whole time. Like, as he was throwing that right hand, he was already kicking. Look. Boom! See that? That wasn't like right hand misses, land the shin. The right hand was just a setup
Just
to
get his head over there?
shield the kick so he wouldn't see it. Completely blocked the kick. He's throwing it, and the kick's right behind it. He already knew he had him fucked up, too, and he was mostly covering his body. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. God damn, that was beautiful.
Damn, that was sick.
Donald Cerrone's a motherfucker. The kid's on fire.
Straight fire.
So good, man. He's so good.
So good.
This is the Donald Cerrone, like, focus, like you were saying, you know? Got his
So
shit
dangerous,
together.
man.
Powerful Joe Diaz, where you at tonight?
I'm fucking nowhere. I'm here with you. I ain't going.
You got
nowhere.
no gigs? You want to come to the Improv?
No.
Take half my spot.
No.
I want to watch you.
No.
I want to watch you. Do it for Joe.
Come on,
Fuck
please.
that.
I wanna
You guys
watch
going to
ya.
the improv tonight?
Please. Yeah, I'm at the 10 o'clock show.
I got shorts on. I'm gonna go home. and
Shorts,
relax.
perfect.
I gotta get up.
Gabriel
early.
Iglesias does his whole show in shorts. Look,
Shorts.
now he's got a giant movie.
Yeah.
Shit. Shit.
He's a good dude, right? He's one of those dudes
Real
that
dude.
I don't
Real
know
good.
him,
Real good. Dude.
but everybody is happy that he does well.
Yeah.
You
he's
know,
real
you don't
good
hear
dude.
anybody say bad things about
No,
that
he's
guy.
a solid fucking dude, man.
How old is he?
35, maybe?
Maybe. I've been
Something
here
like that?
17 years.
Let's see.
34. Yeah. Right
Let's
there.
see. Let's find out. I'll say, yeah, 34, maybe. Gabriel Iglesias. Plus, he's legit Mexican, so the Mexicans are very excited. You know, they get very bummed out with Menstelia. They couldn't believe it. 37. Yeah, Brian Stan calling it correct. Look at this. Boom. The way he covers it with that right hand, hides it with that right hand. Look at those guys getting crazy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's
green
the way
shirt
I beat
guy.
him up that time. I told you.
I told you right after high school, that fucking guy that I went to science class with. Damn.
Yeah, New Jersey's bad luck for you, Jim Miller. Don't take these fucking
Dang,
fights
poor
no
dude.
more.
Hey, he's a tough guy. He's only going to get better.
Damn, Bruce has on that three-piece.
I'm telling you, 3 pieces making a comeback.
Apparently.
Where is Miller training?
He's at his school, right, in New Jersey.
Yeah,
Is that where he's training?
Think so.
Yeah. Does he do Mark Henry at all? Does he train
No.
with him at all?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
But they're in the same town, right? Or the same part
Close,
of the woods?
yeah.
Where's Mark Henry at?
He's in New Jersey. He owns Pino's Pizza.
He owns a pizza place?
Yeah, Pino's Pizza. It's like the best pizza you've ever had.
Where at? In what part of New Jersey?
I don't know what part. I'm not
Are
familiar
you
with
close to the bridge? Are you close to the tunnel?
it. No.
Okay.
It's
When
kinda
I was a kid,
it's
there was
ways out.
there was a Pinos. Are you close to who's the jiu-jitsu guy in New Jersey?
Ricardo Amanda?
Yeah, is
Yes,
it, he's
close to
close.
there.
Okay,
Him
he's-
and Ricardo are like best friends.
Okay, yeah.
Frankie?
Ricardo,
Frankie,
Frankie, and Mark Henry are.
and Mark
That's
Henry.
the squad,
Oh,
and they
okay.
are like that's the team there.
So Miller is training at his own place. Who gave Miller his black belt?
I'm not sure.
Do you know who he trains with?
I don't. I thought it was his school, right? It was him and his brother doing work together.
It's so important, Brendan Schaub, so important to be in the right camp, right?
You're right.
That's what we were talking to you about, son.
True.
that do the
And
deadlifts.
you gotta,
point.
and what I see is you gotta get, you know what? You gotta get into a camp that makes you happy. And what these people are doing now, like I just read that Wolverines with Greg Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like Greg Jackson's taking everybody down there now to fucking save him. A camp.
Wolverine's been too many camps before.
There you go. There you go. Once you keep moving, it's not the fighter, it's the fighter. There's
Yes.
something going on with the fighter. You know, somebody's telling him something he don't think he wants to hear or something. He can't take criticism. There's something. I don't like that. A camp is fucking really important.
You can't
It's
be
like
your own boss.
No, it's like a camp for comedy. You have your friends. You have 3 or 4 friends that you throw shit around. One of your friends will tell you you're slipping. That joke has been done before. That's an old joke. You have your friends. That's
That
our
is
camp.
true.
That's our camp. Your camp is a home. Once you know, when are you happier? When your wife is upset? When your wife is happy? When are you fucking happy? If you know what I'm saying?
Depends on what you're looking to do.
Depends on what you're looking to do. Your house has to be happy.
If you're looking
your
to
house-
fucking sign some legal papers, you're like, finally, she's mad at me. Let's end this.
If your house is undecisive, you're going to be undecisive in that fucking
That
house
is
to
true.
God.
That's a great
So-
analogy.
No, it's the truth.
It's totally
the,
true.
It's a true, you know, confidence is, you know, what I found out lately at the age of 50 is, Jesus fucking, I wish somebody told me at 26 is, guess what, guys? Timing is everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's me doing the right scissor sweep in jiu-jitsu, to my joke working, to my punch working, to me timing a knee.
It's
You know,
knowing the right time to kiss
Jesus
a young lady.
fucking Christ, timing is fucking everything, man.
True.
Yeah.
It really is remarkable in so many ways that timing is.
It's everything. It's a lot. It's certainly a lot. I mean, it's about recognizing moments. That's what striking is all about, recognizing the correct moment. You know, and the more you work on your technique, the more you spar, the more you get your timing down, the more you know how to recognize the correct moment. You know, it's the thing with jiu-jitsu too, knowing the correct moment to move, knowing the correct moment for transitions. It's a lot. It's everything. Conversations. How bad is it having a conversation with someone who doesn't know when to shut the fuck up?
Or just ends every story.
Oh yeah, or just
Every detail.
talks over you while you're. The worst is when you're telling a story and instead of responding to your story and talking about, wow, that was crazy. What were you thinking? What's going on with you, Brendan? They just start telling a story of their own that's completely unrelated.
Completely.
And you're like, hey man, were you not listening? Like, I just told you a crazy ass story. You don't even have any
offensive.
questions.
It's offensive.
We're not talking here.
Yeah, no.
You're just using me as a fucking a wall to throw a rubber ball against.
Yeah.
You fuck.
You fuck.
Look at this. Dome. God damn, he throws that right neck kick so good. Perfect, too. Look at this. Slam. Shin. All shin. Floppy foot. Right around the neck. Damn. Incredible fight. Donald Cerrone's at his best of all time right now, right? When you say?
You don't want to
Yeah.
fight him, yeah.
Well, he's on point right now. He's doing so many things well.
When's the last time he lost?
He lost to
Pettis.
Dos Anjos. No,
Dos Santos. How long ago?
Yeah, Dos Anjos was
just
a
a little
really,
bit ago. Like
really close fight.
This year. He lost this year to him.
Yeah.
Dos Anjos wrestled him. He was off, man.
Yeah, yeah, that was an interesting fight. And then the Pettis fight, Pettis caught him with that.
Look at these
nasty
motherfuckers
left.
bringing Chris Lytle back and
Chris
shit.
Lytle, good analyst, knows his shit, smart guy, was actually running for office
That's
in
right.
Indiana. Smart motherfucker.
All those guys are smart up there.
Yeah. No doubt, Kenny Florian. I like that hanky. Do you use it to blow your nose? Because I would.
The only reason it should be there.
Yeah, if I have a hanky, look at it. Cormier got a nice hanky in there, too.
3-piece.
You know, I guarantee you this is some shit that the UFC made for them, like the UFC does with me.
Oh, yeah, they got fitted. They all got fitted for suits.
There it is.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's why I have suits. The UFC hooked it up. I have an issue. Look at powerful Chris Lytle, though, looking slick. Good to see him getting some love
something.
up there because
Doing
he's a
something.
smart dude. See, this is where Randy really fucked up. Taking that short money to go over to that Bellator thing, he missed out on this shit.
All this
'Cause
stuff,
he
man.
could have been an analyst on Fox forever. They would have loved to have him on. It would have
Everyone
pumped up.
loves Randy.
Everyone loves Randy. It would have pumped up every movie he did, to take that short money and go over to that Bellator show, which was not gonna last, man.
No, hell,
There's not enough guys. It's just too hard.
Well, who do you blame in that? You blame his manager, his friends?
I don't blame anybody because I don't have enough information. If I talk to Dana White, I'm most certainly going to get a story that's in favor of Randy fucking up. If I talk to Randy, maybe he'll say that, you know, he had to take the money, he needs it. I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows, yeah.
I'm not asking.
Bad idea, though.
But it's a bad idea for a guy like Randy as the sport is growing in all these analyst positions. Who knows, man? Maybe he doesn't like doing analyst positions, too. That's also possible. I mean,
I think that's a possibility.
Of course, he's a movie star now. He's, you know, he's like world renowned. He could do seminars. He could do whatever he wants. Maybe he doesn't want to wear a monkey suit.
True.
Maybe he'd be up there with his bandana on and fucking weird bracelets and shit.
I hope eventually Chael Sonnen's back up there doing this stuff.
Do you think
Because
that
he's the best.
Do you think that they'll take him back? I think they can take him back. I think you'd have to.
How do you do it?
The country forgives everything. It's how he approaches it. This is going to be how he approaches it. This is all up to him.
Well, I'm sure the UFC wants him, so I'm sure at some point they're going to advise him. You need to do, you know, we need.
I don't know what you can advise though. I think part
You
of
got
the
to let
issue
it die
is,
down.
Yeah, part of the issue is what do you say? What do you tell him to do? It's all just speculation. Like what's going to make it go away quicker? I don't think there's anything.
Time.
Yeah.
Time. They
But
forgave
it's all-
Michael Vick.
Yeah, but there's all they did. That's a good point.
Great
Okay,
point.
they forgave Michael Vick, guys. It's time and how you approach it.
I still haven't.
How you?
I
know
still
there's
hate
a lot
him.
of people that hate him, but I'm still saying how. Nobody's hating on Chael here. This was very hard for Dana. This is very hard for Fox. It was just something that, you know, bro, they wouldn't have let him go if he didn't goof on people.
Yeah.
He goofed on people. He goofed on people, and sometimes if you live by the motherfucking sword, you die by the motherfucking sword.
I don't think you're right in that regard. I think they would have let him go no matter what.
They were going to let him
because-
go no matter what, but, you know, even the thing he said about whatever, gave him cancer, he said a lot of fucked up things, guys.
Yeah, but he said he
And the
didn't say
fucking
that.
shit, a lot of shit was funny, and a lot of shit wasn't. If you would have said it or I would have said it, we would have had problems, man. You know, he said a lot of fucked up shit, and he knows this. He knows this.
That's what made him a star, though, too. You know,
that's what
but
made
like
him
you
a
said,
star.
live by the sword, die by the sword.
Well, it's
You die by the
interesting.
sword.
He became this shit talker like late in his career. Like you go to the early career, like he fought
WC?
in Bodog. Back when he fought in Bodog, remember
Yeah,
Bodog?
man.
Remember Bodog?
Oh, yeah.
Bodog put on some good fucking fights, man.
Heck yeah. Kane
Remember-
fought in Bodog.
Did he really?
Kane fought in Bodog.
Remember Matt Lindland versus Fedor? That might have been what brought Bodog down.
True. What?
They had to pay him like $1 million to fight on the internet. Back when the internet just like was
Not smart.
not there.
And then the homeboy of Bodog ran the Bodog betting website, and that got, like, shut down.
Well, not only did it get shut down, but he is like a criminal. He can't even come into the country anymore because he was operating what they deemed to be an illegal gambling site.
Yep.
And so, like, Calvin Ayers was like, he like had some thing with Dana White where like he invited Dana, said he would pick him up on a private jet and show him his lifestyle, you know, like because that Dana was jealous of him. This is when this is like when Bodog was like competing with the UFC.
They were trying to.
Yeah, way back in the day. And, you know, Dana was like, dude, you're a criminal. You can't even come into this country.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
what
all
are you,
good
What are you
seeing what
talking
you're doing.
about? I'm going to hang out with you, you criminal?
And then after Bodog went down, then that's when Affliction opened up and signed Fedor?
Yes. There was a billboard on Vegas. I'll never forget it. As I was driving in, Calvin Ayer Presents. And it was him standing there, like with a suit on, like sunglasses on and shit. I
So
was like,
dope.
I was
So
like,
dope.
what am I looking at,
I
man?
love it.
He's advertising fights by showing pictures of him.
Himself. His ego's so big, and he's so fucking rich.
Well, you know, when you're a baller like that. And also, he's also promoting a brand, right, by Bodog.
True, and trying to
and
make
by-
his.
Yeah.
He wants to be Dana White. What's he want? That's what he
Well-
wants to do by putting his face on the billboard.
Sort of, but back then Dana White wasn't even the Dana White that you think of when you think of him today. You know, today he's a superstar. Back then, I don't believe he was nearly as famous because MMA wasn't as famous. It was
True.
more of the transitionary period before MMA exploded. I think it was I might be wrong, but I want to say it was pre-Ultimate Fighter or close.
And then Affliction came along, just paying Orlovsky, Fedor, Rothwell, Vitor, Lindland.
They threw some money, son. They threw
Had
some money.
one legit show, and then they're just
There's
like,
the
damn,
fucking-
we're broke.
There's the fucking man right there at 155. No one kicks like that, dude.
True.
Woo! Woo!
I'll tell you what,
Just
don't
some
sleep
fucking
on Miles
kicks.
Jury at number 8 there.
No, he's good. Getting
Khabib,
better,
man,
too.
I'm telling you, the matchup no one wants is that Khabib cat.
Yeah, you're right.
No one wants
You're
to
right.
fight that
He's
guy.
a beast.
Horrible
He's a beast.
Just a bad match for everyone in there.
Wouldn't you love to see him versus Pettis? Holy
would.
shit, that would be crazy. I would really like to see what happens in that.
Me too.
You know, I get criticized for this all the time, but I'm gonna say it again. I think that a guy like a Ben Askren, which everybody says, oh, you know, I don't like watching him. I don't like watching his style. I want to see him fight everybody.
Really?
Everybody.
Because he's going to talk it up.
Not
all
just
he is
that.
Chael. Really, he's a young Chael Sonnen. That's what he is.
Better wrestling. But
But I'm saying it in MMA. That's what he's kind of going for now.
yeah, maybe. Well, he's going for hyping things up. But my point is just forget about his talking. If he never said a word, I want to see him fight everybody.
Oh, I know.
I want to see him fight Woodley. I want to see him fight Rory. I want to see him fight Nick Diaz. I want to see what the fuck guys can do to him.
And you're cool with him just taking him down and winning by decision.
If he can do it.
Yeah, if you can do it, you're
Fuck
cool.
yeah.
Me too. We're on the same. I'm just saying.
100%.
People are going to say that's not fighting though. So were you a fan of John Fitch?
Yes. Yes. Big
I'm
fan.
with you because if you can't stop, it's impressive. He's that good at it.
If you can't stop it, it's a tactic. And if you don't know how to fight off your back, if you can't attack off your back, get back up to your feet, or stop him from
I
taking
agree.
you down.
It's super impressive because you know how hard it is to take someone down and
Fuck yeah.
for 15 minutes or 25.
Yeah.
If
Look,
that-
and I get it, folks. You
It's
know,
not
if,
entertaining.
if you say you don't like that, I guess I'm a bigger fan than you. I just like the real deal.
Well, the difference is you know what's going on. You have a history with mixed martial arts. Those people just want to be entertained.
Maybe
whether you get knocked out 5 times or you win, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. Whoever gets knocked out, that's all they want to see.
Well, I think there's some mixed martial arts fans. I'm being just completely facetious. I think there's some legit mixed martial arts fans that don't want to see that ever, and they're legit fans.
I agree.
They want to see some action.
They're the exception though.
But my point of view is that I'm a purist, and as a purist, I need to see all the possibilities.
Yes.
Like we would have never known that leg kicks existed if someone didn't come along and start throwing them.
True.
You know, you didn't know that a guy could choke guys out like Hoist Gracie did until he came along.
True.
So when a guy like Askren comes around and he just could take everybody down and
You don't think
control
we've
top
seen that?
position, not like that. I don't think
But
so.
he's not fighting top competition either.
Exactly.
I know. So
But look what he did to guys that are really good over there. Look what he did.
Over where? Bellator?
Yeah, but still.
I mean, still.
You're
talking about C-level fighters.
I think B, but yes.
Some
Yes.
B for sure. Some
Yeah.
even A. Chandler, Eddie Alvarez. You're talking A level.
Right.
They have some
I
A
agree.
level for sure.
I
I'm not
agree.
clowning Bellator. I'm saying for the most part though, Ben Askren isn't fighting top dogs.
You're
so
right.
we don't know.
Exactly. So we got to see. And the only one way to see is to let him do it.
Jump in there with Johnny Hendricks.
Fuck yeah, with anybody. Throw him in there with anybody really good. You wouldn't want to see him and, name the beast, Hector Lombard. Jesus Louises. You telling me you wouldn't want to see Ben Askren versus Hector Lombard? 2 former champs from Bellator.
I'm
Both guys
with
in
you,
the
man.
UFC.
I think if a guy's that dominant at one position, it's dope to see.
Yeah.
Like everyone talks about the super fight with George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva. Hate to tell you, that's not going to be a fun fight. George is going to lay on him if they ever did fight, which isn't happening, obviously. 25 minutes, I just think GSP's laying on top of him.
I don't know if that necessarily wouldn't happen. I think that fight is a possibility. If George ever does decide to come back, which who knows if he does, and Anderson is going
On
to
the
come
fence,
back.
too. Yeah.
Anderson's already throwing kicks.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? There's a video of Anderson punching the bag and he throws a kick with that fucking leg. Slaps into the bag.
Ridiculous. I think if that fight does happen, it's going to get marketed as biggest fight ever, UFC history, and everyone's going to be like, damn, dog. 25-minute wrestling clinic. That's what I think.
You think so?
Yep.
Be interesting. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But I want to see. I want to see all styles, dude. I want to.
Me too, man.
For me, it's very important to know what's possible, and there's only truly one way to know what's possible. Is you got to see those guys duke it out. You got to see the best guys duke it out. And when a guy is a champion of another organization, like a Bellator champion, and he's been able to do that to everybody over there, and he starts talking a bunch of shit, bring him in.
The way the UFC works, though, is they're not going to bring you in and have him fight Johnny Hendricks. They're going to bring him in and be like, take number 7, Hector Lombard. Have fun with that. Because we want to just see you get destroyed.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm with you. Be dope.
I want to see.
I'm with you.
I want to see if he does, and I want to see if he doesn't. If he could take Lombard down and molest him for 3 rounds, holy shit, that would be wild to watch, man.
Then we got problems on our hands.
Be wild to watch, man. If he starts
How old's
molesting
Ben?
everybody.
How old's Ben?
That's a good question. I would say
he's wrestling for a while.
I'm going to take
30?
a guess. I'm going to say 31. Let's see, Ben Askren.
Just turned 30.
30. Pow. 30 years
In his
old.
prime.
Plenty
Tomorrow.
of time.
Lot of-
Turns tomorrow. Plenty of time. Plenty.
Bellator wraps you up in that contract, though, so who knows if we'll see it.
Yeah. What's up with that, huh?
Because they know, well, no one's trying to be like, oh, I want to be Bellator champ for life.
Well, he's out, though. He's out of that contract.
Well, he's in, what is it, 1FC now, right?
Yeah, look at this. They're doing a little demonstration.
Well, I see the socks, Kenny.
Sweet, sexy red socks.
DC's just waiting for a shot, right? He had surgery, or he's having surgery on his knee.
He doesn't know if he's going to have it. He might not have the surgery. He might just try to rehab it. His ACL is only partially torn, and his MCL's torn. So the MCL, he can rest up and do therapy on it. He's he's 36 years old, and he's concerned with taking a full year off because that is what is going to happen.
And then jumping in with John Jones or Gustafsson.
Yeah, whoever wins.
Yes.
Or who knows? But by then, if he gets surgery and then the landscape changes within a year, then maybe he's fighting Glover, maybe he's fighting. Who knows who he's fighting?
He needs to just wait for his title shot.
Well, it depends on how good his knee is, though. Because what if he waits for the title shot and his knee is bunk and it goes out in the first round, and he could have just waited an extra 6 months after that, let somebody else fight, and then fought John with a 100% knee?
No, I'm with you.
Arguments.
I think as long as your next fight's for the title, once you're in line for the title, don't do anything.
Don't do any surgery.
I'm saying don't take any other fights.
Right.
Like don't get surgery. Then they're gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna toss you Glover, beat him, then we're gonna give it to you.
What do you think about Verdum and Kane? I
think it's a rough matchup for Kane.
You think so?
I really do, man.
Really?
I'm always pro jiu-jitsu. I just think Verdum, if you've ever seen that dude, obviously you have. He's huge, man.
saw him Sunday,
He's like
dog.
6'6". You know what I'm saying?
Huge.
He's a big dude, legit dangerous striking. Oh, and Kane, he's going to throw those elbows and that Cordero teaches him all that stuff and the knees, and you want to take him down off that? Well, the ball, his fight starts once his back hits the ground.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Junior Dos Santos on the ground, Chet Congo, a Bigfoot. No, son. We're talking about their very best pure Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist in the heavyweight division on his back.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. And also, if I'm Verdum's corner, and I'm saying, all right, son, if he's doing what he did to Junior Dos Santos and he puts his forehead in your chest and he's dirty boxing against the cage, if that's going on for a long amount of time, you're jumping to half guard. Mix things up. We're not going to stay there and get our ass whooped like Junior Dos Santos did. You're going to half guard, you're going to look to sweep, you're going to look for submissions.
Very interesting.
Crazy,
Very interesting
right?
matchup.
I don't know. I'm all about it. I believe in Verdum in this one.
Could you imagine if Verdum taps him in Mexico?
What?
Oh, good Lord. And then they find out Verdum speaks better English or better Spanish than Kane.
You'd have the biggest heavyweight star since Brock Lesnar.
You think so?
Yep.
Why do you think that? Why do you think he would be so big?
He has a personality. He's bilingual. We're just getting into Mexico. He's a coach on Tough in Mexico.
Right.
Very well spoken, good looking dude. Legit skills.
True.
Listen, Kane's is number one in the world, number one badass in the world. But personality-wise, it's just not there. You know what I'm saying? And Verdum has a personality to match it.
Well, the other thing about Kane that you got to deal with is that cardio. That
Gas tank.
cardio is off the chain. There's no one like him. The motherfucker doesn't get tired. Or if he does get tired, it is not like everybody else gets tired.
No, he keeps going.
It's crazy.
But if you're Verdum, all right, man, cool. You're starting to get a little tired and getting your ass whooped the first 2 rounds, dirty boxing against the cage. We're taking this to the ground. Because you're not going to sit there for 5 minutes while you just wears your ass out. Then we're in the 4th round, you're getting TKO'd. You know what I'm saying?
That's very interesting. That's very interesting.
It's weird.
I could see, like a crazy transition going on the ground where he's threatening, too. You think what he did to Fedor. I mean, Fedor was trying that brutal ground and pound that he uses on everybody.
Wild, though.
And and Verdum was like, wrap it up, son.
Yeah,
snap,
what?
snap, 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 snap.
And we're not talking about Fedor with the love handles like crazy hanging over the muffin top. We're talking about Fedor where everyone was like, what?
See, that's where I kind of disagree with you because I think that Fedor was already slightly on the slide.
Slightly, but not Bigfoot style where you're
No.
like, damn, someone tossed in the towel.
We had knocked out Brett Rogers in that fight before that. Looked great in that fight, but he was tested in that fight a little bit with Rogers. Then he
Little
caught him
bit.
with that right hand and
Huge
dropped him.
right hand.
And the reality of Brett Rogers' skill was that Fedor shouldn't have been tested by him. But
No, should walk through.
he's just not the same guy. I don't believe that Fedor is the same guy as the Fedor that fought Fujita, the Fedor that fought Krokop, the Fedor that fought Nogueira.
No.
That is a different Fedor because I think he had been through all the wars, gotten divorced.
Came to America.
Yeah, a lot of shit. Body changed, He stopped being big and muscular. If you look at those old fights when he was doing strength training, doing like weights and strength conditioning training, he was way bigger, way more physically imposing. Like he always had a little bit of a gut, but he didn't give a fuck, you know.
Yeah.
But he was bigger in the shoulders, bigger in the neck and the chest. And then as he got older, like as he fought like Dan Henderson, he lost a lot of that bulk.
That's true.
Probably just didn't want to do the weightlifting
Still,
anymore.
even when he fought Verdum, he was still a scary dude, man.
Oh, yeah.
So when Verdum pulled that off, the difference between Fedor's ground and pound and Kane's is Kane's very calculated and very smart. Fedor believed in it so much, he was just wild. So that triangle was like, snap, son.
Sort of, but I really think that Fedor was gone because then you see the Fedor fight with Bigfoot. Think about what Kane did to Bigfoot and then watch that Fedor fight with Bigfoot. And be like, Fedor was never really in that fight. It was a mess.
It was horrible. I thought they were going to toss in the towel.
Yeah, when Kane was, or when Fedor was on his back and Bigfoot mounted him, I was like,
Dude,
oh,
yeah, I was like, please
Jesus.
stop. It looked like it looked like 3 different weight classes.
Yeah, he's
Not
a building.
Cool, man.
Bigfoot's a building, man. He's
A
a
monster.
enormous guy with
Enjoy
giant
that,
hands.
Arlovsky. Yeah.
Brr. Brr. But speed. If you can
Speed's
catch
what kills him.
Yeah, if you can catch him. That's how Cormier lit him up. That's
Yep.
how Kane got him. Everybody gets him with speed.
You have to.
Close the
What else
distance
you gonna
and
do?
crack him.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Dum, Lawler and Brown. Johnson, O'Gara. Oh, my goodness, that's going to be fun. Here's that fucking crazy combo. Leslie Smith going
I love
off.
you guys. I got to get out of here.
I got to get out of here, too.
Let's get the fuck out
Let's
of
get
here.
the fuck out of here.
Damn,
Ladies and
shut it
gentlemen,
down.
thank
Stay
you
black.
once again for another very fun fight companion. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Please follow Mad Flavor. That's Joey Coco motherfucking Diaz on Twitter. That's Mad Flavor, MADFLAVOR. And then, of course, my dog, Big Brown. Did you get Big Brown on Twitter? You should own that,
Big
too.
Brown, I don't.
You should own that, man. But Brendan
Just keep it
Schaub
real.
on Twitter as well. ENDANSCHAUB. All right, I don't know when the next one of these is, but if we're here, we'll do it. We love you, and keep it together, you fucking freaks. Jesus Christ. See you soon.